files to floppy disk. Interesting. Space poster. Little robot here. I can't look at the robot. It's locked. Some kind of device Maru works on. It looks pretty scrappy. Okay, interesting. Is this her telescope? I can't look at the telescope. That's fine. Okay, Linus. Linus? I got some berries. You want it, Linus? I can give it to him. If he's around here. There's Abigail. What are you doing? If I knew how to use a sword, I would be exploring those caves by the mountain lake right now. It's probably nice and cool in there. Do you want something from me? I just want...
Alright, we are so live. Hello, creature. Yeah, I'm moving the microphone. Don't yell at me.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. I'm gonna turn on the stream avatars. But of course, I'll turn it off once we start the interview. Hello? Oh. It automatically connected. Good
For free.
Oh, that's loud.
With education.
I think that's just in my ear that it's loud. Volume. Oh, of course you can't set it to background audio?
Oh, I think you have to set it to resolution borderless window. Oh, never mind.
You hosting or am I?
I'm hosting. So make your character.
Well, I can do that when I join you.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, right. I need to set up my thing. Oh, I need a water bottle too. Here, you. Me? King of the Rats? Okay. Today is Saturday, the day of Sat.
Correct.
Oh, that's good water. Water.
So how do you feel about the Terraria Palworld collab?
Yeah, seems really neat. I'm excited for it. Oh, big floofy hair. Oh, big
I'm not a rat
ponytail.
at the bottom?
Huh?
How come I'm not a rat at the bottom?
You have to speak again since I just got the thing started. I have to speak again, that is true. Oh.
I'm a penguin?
You can change yourself.
No.
I mean, I can change you yeah, I can change you.
Well, no, I'm not worried about that. You said I could do it myself. Set up
Yeah,
your
so... Once the link pops up, you click that. Jesus fucking Christ. There you go. You click that. Okay, so the top needs to be black. The shirt needs to be black.
But where's the red highlight?
Well, I can't do red highlights.
I'm pretty sure you can do red highlight.
I could do red for the sleeves, but
That's
I can't.
perfect, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Is that not the dress you're wearing?
It is. FD000.
FRE. That spells.
Oh.
Red.
Copy. Paste. Yeah, that works. A lot of people can't see this, but my boots are actually... I'm pretty sure they're gray. Let's... Control left mouse. Yeah, they're gray. So... Ooh, I'm a bit taller now.
There's no slime, but I think cricket is okay.
That's good. Classic.
Yeah. Alright, your character set up?
Yeah.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, bye! Come on.
Alright, we're speed running. We have until Zane shows up.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Should we join a call together? What's the password?
It's 3 numbers. You'll never guess in what order. Oh, damn.
Here, I'm gonna...
Oh.
Should we join the call here, or wait for him? We'll wait for him to say something in, the thing. Yippee!
Is that just a little guy, or is that actually the fighter?
I think he's just a little guy.
That's fair.
I don't have a weapon.
Correct. There's also a short sword, and we're playing Master, so I wouldn't have done anything anyway.
But he's a little guy!
No, I'm saying you made the right choice.
I like the cherry blossoms.
If this game understands my lore, it would give me the slime set.
That's true.
This game doesn't care about my lore.
Pet the slime.
F.A. Sylvia?
What? His name is Senor Splash.
You're in top chat.
Oh. My bad. I still don't see it.
But no, there's nothing there. I'm just letting you know.
A likely story. Alright, so do I need to get stone first for my first weapon, or can I make a wooden one?
You probably get.
That was a Minecraft joke.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm hilarious.
I agree.
And he's just mean to me.
Hey, this.
There's some ore right here. Banui. Well, we need stone to make a furnace, don't we?
Yes.
Hello. How do I get back up? Find diamonds. I think tin is the same as copper, isn't it?
It's either iron or it's copper. I think it's iron. I think we need 5 compatible houses to start.
Something like that. We've got Senor Slime. Do you need some wood?
Yes.
I've got 32. So give me a second, I will give it to you. I just gotta, you know, make a ladder. I'm free. Hello, Zane. Good morning. Whoop, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. That is a crafting table, but I can't make it anything. Guide, help me! I don't know how to do things. Where are we going?
Terraria.
Oh. Ugh. Gross. Illuminate brick. Where is... There's furnace. I need wood and torches. That makes sense. Why is creature a minion?
That's so true.
He's always been a minion.
I didn't think of it like that.
Why are there so many stink bugs here? You stinking up the place?
You hating on the stink bugs?
Didn't say that.
Sounds like you hate me.
Oh god. I need gel. Quickly. I need to make torches. Enemies are spawning.
What? Torches don't stop enemies from spawning.
Yeah, I know. I need to make the furnace.
But then go kill a slime.
With what weapon?
You have an axe?
Axe doesn't do shit for damage. Actually, the pickaxe does more damage.
There you go.
Why isn't minion animated? Because I don't know how to do it.
I mean, if you want... Oh no, we can do Fuji because I'm not able to mute and unmute.
Well, I can just set your volume to 0.
I don't have a microphone set up.
That is true. He refuses to plug in his microphone. Yummy, 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 yummy. I mean, if the only bad thing for dying is losing money, then... Fuck it, we ball.
It's also respect.
I can't see. Yeah, I'm dying.
Where are you? Join yellow team.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, creature... I'm not a good artist, so... He's just how he is. Gimme.
Literally created...
Uh-huh.
We'll never understand.
We'll turn him into a GIF. I can do that. Let me see. Ah.
Do you want to be in a call? And we can just fuck around until interview time?
Do that. That one.
And also, if you have Terraria, we could just play Terraria.
Terraria is also like $5. But also $5 is a lot. La Crichora.
Oh, I forgot slimes do 38 damage.
Yeah.
Babe, you gotta change your health bars to, bars 2.
That's true.
God. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Uh.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm in there.
There we go. Hello?
Hello.
안녕하세요.
I need to turn you up a bit. Can I get a volume check?
Can I get a yellow babber?
안녕하세요.
Can I get an awa awa?
Can I get a yellow babber?
아와 아와.
Awa awa.
아와 아와.
Yeah, I need to... Well, I guess I can just
아와.
turn down the Terraria volume.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
So, Zane,
Awa,
you have
awa.
Terraria?
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
I don't have Terraria. And I was just about to walk away to get a coffee.
Yeah, do your thing.
Actually,
We're
yes,
just
sir, yes, sir.
vibing.
Okay. Oh no! Bars
Yeah.
2, so you can have the numbers.
Huh?
Bars 2, so it has the numbers.
Oh, that makes sense.
What
Marty,
mode are you playing in? We're playing classic characters in master mode. Since we're only playing for like an hour before the interview starts.
I'm just not allowed to talk to my own chat.
I apologize. I
I'm
will not speak
joking.
to chat. No, it's fine.
Creature
Also,
seems
Creature
to be-
seems to be a pet, not a minion. What does...
Oh, he's a good boy! More fuel for the fire.
Fire, give me.
Oh, that's cute. When Zane mutes himself, he turns into the crouching form of the repo guy. I mean, same thing. Do you want head scratches?
I meant in Terraria? What does that mean? I'm yellow! I chose
I think
to
they're
be
talking
yellow.
about the slime.
Oh, yeah. Anywho, are you playing Classic, Expert, or Master?
Classic Master.
Yeah, Classic Master.
Classic characters in Master.
This is actually really interesting. I don't know a whole lot about Terraria.
Fair. Babe, can I have 3 fucking torches? Please?
Have 3 slime.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Zane, you were saying?
Don't get the context. I don't know much about Terraria. Last time someone tried to explain it to me, they were playing on like an incredibly modded version.
Yeah.
And it looked like 2 gods were duking it out over a forest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That sounds about right. Terraria doesn't really work in hardcore. Dying and getting better is a major part of progression. Exactly.
It's a fact of it doesn't make sense when you're starting. But once you're at the point of like, oh, I understand the mechanics of this game, and I kind of want there to be like consequences to my actions, you don't really get that from Classic anymore because you're quote unquote too good at the game. So then you have hardcore in order to give yourself that feeling of like, oh, if I make a single mistake, it's going to be a problem in the same way it was when you first started playing the game. That kind of thing.
Oh, shit.
What?
Does that have a hat? Oops.
No, it's cut in half.
Ew.
Hot take, Terraria is terrible on a game design level. I don't understand what you mean by that. Please go into more detail. This is zombie.
Hot take. Oh, my husband is hot.
Even Terraria veterans refuse to play hardcore sometimes. You get way too unlucky. Yeah. Of course. Progress is vaguely hinted and most of the core mechanics are very dependent on the Terraria wiki.
True.
I think there's a difference between, like... The only reason I'm defending this is because it seems to be the negative take and I like being devil's advocate. I think my main problem with Terraria is the fact that every time you reach a new point in progression, you have to farm 3,000 of the new materials in order to be able to quote-unquote boss ready, which I always hate. So whenever we play modded, we do the whole quality of life to the point of effectively just beating the game so that we don't have to spend 20 hours farming palladium in order to be able to fight the destroyer. God, I'm trying to think of how you would know where you're supposed to go. I think the point is you're not supposed to know. I think the point is you're supposed to just run around in Terraria. But because of the fact that we exist in the timeline we do, everyone just looks everything up because having a nice line of what you're supposed to do and then to the next thing is way more important to people than the quote-unquote fun of, oh, I was just running around in the jungle and I found the beehive and now I get to kill the queen bee. Everyone's like, well, if I'm gonna fight this boss, that means I need the best equipment for this kind of thing. And it's just like, oh, all right. I'm a summoner, so I have to kill the queen bee.
I'm gonna make some wood armor.
Go for it.
I'm gonna.
I think cactus armor is just better than in every way, but go.
I'll go find some cactus then. I'm going to the beach.
Are we having a beach episode? Oh.
Weren't we talking about that yesterday?
Usually just give myself enough platinum coins to last a playthrough because coin grinding is annoying a bit.
Fair and valid.
Oh god, what is it called? The liquid that transforms stuff.
Shimmer.
Shimmer. Shimmer gets rid of coin grinding entirely.
Yeah, but you have to find or make shimmer.
Can you make shimmer?
Pretty sure.
Once you get platinum ore, you can just give yourself infinite platinum coins, so that's not really a thing anymore. But of course, again, that would be a problem of like, well, you would only know this if you have the wiki. Also, get Alchemist NPC Light. There's a guy that sells every vanilla potion and a guy that sells a bunch of quality of life potions, like Teleport to the Jungle. Yeah, I don't like any of those.
That's just cheating.
No, it's quality of life. I'm never going to call any of it cheating, but like, I just don't want to do that.
Fair and valid. You can't have my bones. I'm using them.
If you throw platinum into the shimmer, you get gold. There's some way of turning it into infinite platinum. I don't remember exactly. I barely watch videos.
Oh shit.
If you throw platinum...
Ow. Yeah, these guys are mean.
Yes.
How are you doing, Zane? It's what, like 5 a.m. for you?
Yeah, it is 5:24 a.m. and I'm now warming up my brain by trying to figure out how to get creatures' eyes to actually swirl.
I'm overdue for remaking his creature. I want to get a drawing tablet first.
Pretty much the only thing I've ever asked for with my model, because I like the way it looks now, and quote-unquote how scuffed it is I want to be able to spin. I just want to spin, but that would require drawing, you know, the sides of it and the back of it.
That guy did 69 damage to me.
Yes.
We ain't surviving this one, boys.
Like left to right. Voidical. Voidical spin.
Oh! Interesting. Okay.
Why would you do this?
I was helping!
Why would you do this?
Yeah.
For a modder's first thing, I suggest an actual quality of life mod like Recipe Browser, because late game recipes are some bullshit. True. I'll redraw a creature in a shitty quote-unquote pixel art style for 40 pence or chicken nugget box. I'll bargain for 3 pieces. Jesus. No! They're coming from the sky!
Oh, I was aiming the wrong way. I was clicking to the right!
Ah!
Your disc was herniated by the zombie.
I was gonna say something before. The mod that I respect the most is Magic Storage. I think Magic Storage is the best thing that ever existed, and the fact that it's not in base Terraria doesn't make sense. What class you both playing? I just go Summoner every time. I always try to go a different class to be different from my last playthrough, but I always just go Summoner.
Ow!
My wife always goes melee.
I do. Oh god, do we have enough?
No! Good!
Hey, one is dead.
Laurel.
Yanny. Yamada.
Did they drop the zombie arm?
No. But chat, we're not making it through the night.
I mean, we're farming a graveyard in order to get Abigail's ghost. obviously.
Oh, true.
We're definitely not just bad at the game.
I mean, if you say so.
Quiet
There it
neighborhood, enter a misty. Oh no. Oh god. This was a mistake of the highest level.
I mean, you said we were.
I don't remember how the flower spawns. Since we're here already, I do want the flower.
Wait, you think you get the flower?
Yeah, because I'm the summoner.
I did all the work.
That's true.
Ow. Well, I killed it. Oh god. I think it's even more graveyardy now.
I suggest not because ghosts are annoying. See, that's my secret, Cap. I'm more annoying.
That's true. Creature is spitting bars.
I don't remember. Someone tell me how to get Abigail's flower to spawn. I can't look up Terraria wiki because I'm fighting for my fucking life.
I have to use the umbrella as a weapon because it's my strongest weapon right now.
The wooden broadsword just wasn't good.
Oh, I did make a wooden sword. I thought I made a fucking tin sword.
Someday name one of your characters like Gunner McGunface. I pretty much just name everything Patrick TG because I'm not creative. But I named this one Creature because it's my streaming character. It just kind of spawns on grass in the graveyard. Okay. So I just gotta wait for my... I just have to wait for the ultimate weapon to be born. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. That's my name.
I'm just farming zombies for arrows and hopefully the zombie arms.
Why are arrows so annoying to make in Minecraft?
I named my characters Rin because that's my name, true. Hi, Kinto Pet in a box. Ghost, ghost, ghost,
Pet.
ghost, 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 babe.
Well, I want one
Help.
too!
Help me!
Oh, I thought you
Help.
were talking about, what's her face?
I'm fighting for my slimy life out here. Is it doing this like thunder stuff because we're in a graveyard?
Yeah. That's what graveyards do.
Speaking of Metal Gear, Calamity has the Muramasa from MGRR.
And
Metal
if you
Gear
name your
Revenge
character, is it like Sam or Jetstream or something? You can use it before, after a certain point. It's pre-Moonlord, but... I don't know. The Traveling Merchant! Where? Oh, they're to the left. Please, just give me something. My bones are so fucking crunchy right now. Yellow counterweight, stopwatch, fancy dishes, blue chicken egg. Wow, you have garbage for sale.
The first traveling merchant. Let him live.
I'll take some fancy dishes.
Where is my flower? I need my starter summoning weapon. I killed a ghost. The Muramasa is in the dungeon. The Murasama is post-report.
Oh, my bad, dog. The Masamune. Why would you do that?
I'm a murderer. You have 10 bars.
10 bars or 10 bars?
10 bars.
Yeah, I've got 17.
Gimme. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll fight this eye.
Where?
Creature like the or
Where?
creature and Anna?
Huh?
Would you guys like a different animation speaking in particular?
It's up to him. It's his creature.
Pretty much speaking has always just been from sleepy to awake, or awake to excited. But the one where I'm awake,
Yapping.
and then the one where I have cat ears. how I've been talking.
It's not cat ears. You're raising your little slimy arms.
Sure, let's go with that. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, fucked up. I did my best when I started drawing, okay? And you're just being a dick.
Oh.
My husband hates me.
I low-key thought it was cat ears.
Okay. My art is just that garbage, I understand.
It's a good thing to give me cat ears.
10 tin bars.
But did you give me the 10 bars?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not iron, by the way, in case you're curious.
Yeah, I said it wasn't.
So we'll need the iron equivalent, or just iron, in order.
Early game Terraria kind of sucks.
The first night! Heading to Iowa, so my Wi-Fi will be garbage. Stay safe.
Have a good trip.
If the ghosts come after you, remember to have a surplus of silver. Oh, it's daytime, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just pretend nighttime in the graveyard.
Thunderstorm.
So I'm gonna go.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go get some iron.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it was daytime. But you didn't bring the chests home?
No, because I fucking died.
What does that have to do with bringing the chests home?
Your mama.
Oh.
Come here.
Yeah, I didn't think
You got
about
bitch.
that.
Got him. Fucking gamer. What were we talking about? Anyways. 20 cactus? Oh, the cactus sword isn't terrible.
Yeah.
I have 20 cactus. Oh my god, it's huge.
Oh god. Why don't I have a grappling hook?
When did they change, to make the mana crystal to 5 fallen stars instead of 3?
Oh, an umbrella. Oh, and lead. So it's lead instead of iron in this world.
Yeah, that's the bitch. Alright, I'll come back to the village.
Remember to check for Abigail's flower.
What does it look like?
A flower.
Because there was a flower and I destroyed it.
Check your inventory to see if you have it.
I don't.
Hmm.
Oh, I have a gravestone in my inventory, so I'm gonna have to place that down, make it an even worse graveyard. It's a fucking vulture. Ow!
So this is the talking animation. Okay. That is...
Ow! Oh, that's an antlion. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the right. Which way did you went left? You have fun over there.
I am having fun.
Glad to hear it.
I'm having a great time.
Anyone that does master mode hardcore is a what's the word for the people that like pain?
Masochist.
Masochist. What's a sadist?
Person who likes causing.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring some sunflowers home because they do something.
They stop the spread of corruption.
Movement speed increased and monster spawns reduced. Yeah. Oh. So the corruption is right next to our base.
That's good.
Is
It
it?
is a small world, so.
That is true. Hello, Glitch BF King. Oh, you got a new profile picture. Oh. Babe.
What's up?
Wish.
That's true.
I need to... There we go.
Okay.
Give me the slime staff, brother. I will free our people from our servitude.
He thinks he's him. They call him the what?
A Terrarian of sorts.
I get it. Don't die, Zane.
Okay.
Hey, listen, if it's time, it's time. Sometimes gotta go.
I have to finish the interview first.
Oh, okay. I can
That's
accept
true.
that.
Very noble of you.
Yeah, for the content.
Mhm.
Why was... Whatever. Who cares?
Your neck got snapped by a boulder, by the way. Oh, there goes the bird. I think the most cursed thing about Terraria is that if it's raining, the goldfish just walk on land.
That's true. How has it not spawned yet?
Pretty easily, I'd assume.
Release our home from this tyranny.
What was I doing here?
Having a good time.
Right.
Time.
I'm a shooting
I'm
star.
having a ball. You want a cactus sword, babe?
Like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car,
Like
passing
that as
by,
no.
fading a diver. I'm gonna go.
Hey, babe.
There's
The
no
wooden
stopping.
equipment. Helmet does 1 defense. Breastplate is 1 defense. Boots do nothing. But the set bonus is 1 defense.
Oh, we can make a gravedigger shovel because we're in a graveyard.
Oh, P?
I'm gonna go.
Is it good?
No stopping me. No.
How much damage does it
Flying
do?
through the 12 in the sky.
That's better than what I got. Gimme, gimme.
That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm running
Yeah.
at the speed of light.
They call me DMCA.
I'm gonna make a supersonic. Don't stop me.
Thank
Don't
you.
stop me.
Where is it? Oh. Fucked up. I said I wanted the thing. He doesn't listen to me. Oh, I also replanted a bunch of trees. So, if you decide that you want, okay, he's just ignoring me.
I know.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know? It's like pesticide, you know?
Okay.
I can't mine up the graves. Oh, nope, there it is. Oh! Please, devourer, leave me alone!
Where flower?
Which one?
Abigail.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the sun variety. What is this bullshit? Oh, well. You found it?
No.
Oh. Why is your cursor yellow?
I like yellow.
Mmm. That's a bar. Alright,
Actually,
I've got... Huh?
It's yellow, actually.
Yellow.
Is it a bar? Is it? I think it was yellow.
When you
I'm
think
funny.
about it.
That's
Sometimes.
true. You have to think about that.
I wish I knew what that was like. My husband doesn't think I'm funny.
I think you're funny.
Funny looking.
That's not true.
Mmm. He's so sweet. Pet the slime. For splash.
There are worms. There are worms.
Pet, 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 pet,
Why
pet.
is there a ghost?
Oh, hi, Crow. Oh, a raven. My bad, dog.
Help!
You know, I do have some throwing stars. I should probably use them. Hey, babe, I think you died.
That is true. That is true. I didn't think of it like that, but it is true.
Alright, is that a flower? It's not. I lied. I lied. I lied. Oh! Potion cooldown is 30 seconds, at least when you eat a mushroom.
Yeah.
It's different depending on what you eat, or they lowered it.
It's different.
Oh,
Wait, so should it go?
dragonfly.
Claus is here. Claus.
Santa Claus? Oh, hello, Cloth. How are you doing? I should probably take this grave marker with me. We're gonna have the best graveyard you've ever seen. Oh, there's lots of cacti here. I can make cactus armor. Hello? Is that an entrance to a pyramid, or is that probably an antlion den?
Yeah.
Why would you go down there then?
Want to kill Antlion?
No! I want to live! You tried to skate uphill.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm just reading what it says. How am I doing? I'm vibing. Those shuriken do not go far. Hey Ryu, can I have some cake? Sure, you can. And then he kills him.
Oh, I hated that.
Fair and valid. Go away, go away, go away! Ah! Anyways, I was degloved. What the fuck does that mean?
Deglove, as in removing the outer layer.
Oh, yummy. Did you know that there are species of butterflies that drink blood and urine out of decaying corpses? I'm just stopping by to say hi and I love y'all. Thank you, Cloth. We love you too. I hope you have a good day. Oh, hey, a flower. I'm being genuine this time.
For some reason.
How do I get it? Do I... Oh, yep. Abigail's flower. Please. Save me, Abigail! She does not do good damage.
That is correct. I think summoning is good.
Yes. Ooh.
So close and yet so far.
Abigail's got this. Okay, you know, she does damage very quickly. Hope you have a great day too. Thank you. That's a slime. Thank you, Abigail. You are amazing. Ooh, I got a rain hat.
Oh, there's another one of my alarms.
Hello?
That would be one of my alarms.
Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been so many of them. Yeah, Abigail's pretty sick. Look at the work she puts in, babe.
They don't like Final Fantasy VII. I don't remember. I think it's so good.
I don't like it either. Final Fantasy VII is stinky.
No, it's you. It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You said Final Fantasy's lame.
No. I said Final Fantasy VII is lame.
Sorry, Final Fantasy VII, yes.
I beat Final Fantasy 1 for the first time like last year.
Mm-hmm. You played the PSP version, right?
I played the DS version, I believe.
No, the DS version I had to mod and I put that on my 3DS.
No, I played it on my computer.
Yeah.
I think it was the emulated DS version.
I don't think it was.
Was it the Game Boy version?
It might have been the Game Boy version. Here you go, babe.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, Abigail.
Abigail will fight to protect you. Time to play more Final Fantasy V hardcore ROM hack. I just think people let their nostalgia blind them, and Final Fantasy VII is not as good as people remember. I will join you, babe. I will protect you.
I think you are wrong, because I played E33, and E33 plays just like Final Fantasy VII if it were made in the modern day. I think.
What's E37?
E33 is Expedition 33.
Oh.
Did I say E37 at one point?
Said E33, he just doesn't hear you right. Babe, hit H.
Yeah.
He only has mushrooms. Oh, I ran out of shurikens. I should have made my cactus armor. What a fool I am. Oh, ow.
Why would you do this?
How is this my fault?
Not you.
Oh, okay, good. Good answer, good answer.
Okay, I'm gonna squish you.
Okay. Understandable. Oh, I have a rain hat for you. It is 1 defense. Oh. This slime thinks he's beautiful. I gotta go. Oh shit.
That's too big. What the fuck? How did that fucking happen?
Oh cool, I can mine the tungsten. I've got rope. I can use rope.
Oh, the shape changed. Oh. Okay.
I'm making it back.
Then.
And by that, I mean I'm not making it back. I don't drink anymore. But I also don't drink any less.
I like that one.
Thank you, thank you. I stole that one from World of Warcraft.
Oh. Hell yeah.
Oh, it was a teal mushroom. You can use it to make teal dye. Dye, 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 dye. Oh, there's stuff down here. There's gold in them walls. Ooh. I made a dirt bomb when I meant to make a sticky bomb. Oh shit. Okay, cool. We livin'. Oh shit, a bat! Oh, I fell. I fell off. Did you summon Abigail?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was not very Freebird solo of you.
Mm-hmm. Zane, are you ready to start in 10 minutes, by the way?
Yes.
No pressure, of course. I'm just making sure.
Look what I did.
Oh, it do be spinning.
Do be spinning. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have enough to make a full cactus set. Do you have any cactus, love?
No.
Bean.
No, I don't have cactus.
Bean. Did you bring the chest back, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I did not save the project, so I would have to recreate these if you made any changes.
Okay.
By hand. From the beginning. From scratch. And then it would be said. But.
Alright, I'm gonna change all of them right now.
Yeah.
Babe, help!
You're fine.
No, I'm not!
Well, the cactus sword.
Thank you, Abigail. At least I can rely on you to push the monster towards me! Ow! Oh, that's a ghost. Ooh.
Not only can you use these for your Fugi, but
It can go through walls.
in any case, replace the PNG with the gift.
Thank you.
Yeah. I do a little anime.
Alright,
That's
here
why
you
we
go.
love
do-
Zane, the editor. Oh, hey, shovel. Here you go. Ayy! That's a nasty shovel. Only digs up soft tiles. Digs in a bigger area than a pickaxe. Ayy!
I like to make.
Hey, it swings automatically too. Let's go. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Zane?
I like to make things move, make them move, make them pretty.
I don't know how to animate, so... Time to dig straight down.
I took a class on it a long time ago, back in high school, and I didn't think I'd ever actually use that until I realized I could just friggin' animate in Premiere Pro.
Fucking ghost! Leave me alone. Ow.
Leave me alone. Oh.
No! Yeah, the Gravedigger shovel goes hard,
That's good.
so you were just wrong.
That's true.
I want you to know.
That's true.
All I want to do is dig straight down. Is that so wrong?
Yes.
Skill issue.
We're doing Terraria.
Call me a Terrarian the way I be around.
There's fall damage in this.
Correct. I found a bunch more tin ore down here.
That's good.
The shovel digs in like a, I think it's a 2x2 or a 3x3 area. Very large.
As long as it's softer,
Yep.
or as long as it's softer blocks, whatever.
Did I ever?
You know, Terraria is just better than Minecraft. I don't know why people waste their time on such a bad game.
I agree, but for probably very different.
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking base game versus base game, yeah, Terraria is just better and everything. If we're talking about, like, mod-wise, they're both pretty...
Minecraft is just 3D Terraria, not even done well.
I think
Just
you
let
need
me
VR
rage
chat.
bait, babe.
You need VR chat.
Ew.
Oh, hey, Sky.
Hello, Sky.
Hey Sky, how's it going, buddy?
Lewis the Merchant.
The interview starts in, like, 4 minutes, so Terraria will be going away, sadly.
I should just... Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button to open my inventory.
He did the whole hey Anya and creature.
Anya.
Hey Zane.
That's why we love Sky. He is mean, but he is fair.
How was that fair?
Not for me.
No, I like it too. I like it.
Consistent. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That's the bitch.
Bro.
Alright.
Oh boy, a bunch of tungsten ore here. I can make, like, a single piece of armor with this.
Whoa.
I don't think there's any Terraria speedruns that are random seed. I think they're all, like, pre-selected seeds.
No, that's not true.
Share this with you.
I'm always correct. Oh yeah, I have recall potions. Oh, fuck, there's more tin ore there.
Is this how I share it?
Oh. Did you send the link to the thing that lets you put...
Oh. Do you have a model, Zane?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll have to use Fugi.
If you want to use my Fugi, that's fine. I don't know how to use VTube Studio.
Yeah. I don't really know how to use VTube Studio either. Oh, where's my recall potion? There it is. It should... Oh, yeah, there it is. Cheese. Explosives are delicious.
Oh! My fucking throat. No.
How is he already selling the forest pylon? Sky, you can't bully me here in my own fucking domain. I need gold. Which is expensive. I could just take away all of your cheese, Sky. Oh, of course. Oops.
Alright, you ready to set up the interview?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let me make my, bars real quick.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I thought it said Anna has accepted the duel against everyone.
He did wake up and choose violence.
Hello, Jum.
Hello, Jummington, former CEO of Jummington Dynamics.
Oh, you remembered his full tag. That's so sweet.
Of course. Miss. Let's go! Fuck! Miss again. Damn, okay.
Crit.
Alright. Just for that, Sky, you're getting put in jail.
Jail him. Into the box.
God damn it. There you are.
Oh no! What are you doing? What are you doing? No!
He just tossed the heck out of
Punished for your crimes.
Oh my goodness, you can't do that! You can't put that on stream! No!
Shake the rat. Alright. So let me switch over to the interview. So during the interview, there is no stream avatars.
Goodbye, everybody.
You know, honestly, I could just keep it as the Foogies, make it bigger, and then just put creature off screen.
That is editing magic.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get rid of the succulents.
That is true.
Also, I've noticed that no one has liked the stream, including our interview guest, which is, you know,
That's not
disrespectful.
true. I definitely.
You have to
okay,
reload
you know
it.
what? I'll snip it. I got you.
Zane, what's your favorite
Prove it.
color?
Blue.
Blue.
Fringe favorite color. but
Blue. Fuck. Eyes as blue as the ocean.
Eyes as blue as the ocean.
Whoever gets that reference is
whatever. Old.
I don't even think that's old. That's
It is.
just what's that game called? Oh Jesus, my microphone was not cranked up all the way. I don't know if this setting does anything or if it's just a fancy little knob. Okay, yeah, it definitely does something. Babe, where would you like to be on the screen?
I'm fine there.
Okay. You want to be in the middle?
I'm fine there.
Okay, I'll put you
Make
back.
him wiggle.
No!
Oh, yeah, I could make him wiggle.
Make him wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'll just put it there.
They're the same size, so I think if you just
Oh, I
replace
have
the
to
sword-
massively, crank down the size.
Oh, really?
Because
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
drew his thing very large. Because, like, oh yeah, I
Oh.
can just add a bunch of detail to it. And then I didn't. Because I'm a bad artist.
Okay, okay.
Let me...
No, I swear in OBS you can actually just replace the PNG like source with the GIF. No? And it would change. It would be the same size, but
Oh, I use
that is
Streamlabs,
just from
so...
memory. Oh, same.
Flip. Do you want to be smaller than that, babe?
That's fine.
Okay.
Flip.
Right. So since we are about to start the interview,
Oh yeah, see, Sky knows. Yeah.
Yeah. The stream elements have been turned, or stream avatar, sorry, has been turned off. Chat is not on the screen. We may respond to chat, if we are able to, but the most attention is brought onto Zane, our interviewee. So, I'm gonna go pee first, actually, just so I don't have to be like, I have to pee. I'm gonna do that in the middle of the interview.
Okie dokie.
I'm smart sometimes. I didn't get a full 8 hours of sleep, so debatable on how much I am right now. But
okay.
Right at chicken. Babe, you're in charge.
True.
We didn't do the daily scran.
Okay.
All right, we gotta
Go
do
to
the daily
bathroom.
scran with Zane.
Go.
I'm going.
Ooh, I wonder what a daily scran is.
The daily scran is peak. Babe, do you want to
You
read
have
the
to
word of the
leave.
day?
Go to the
I'm
bathroom.
going. I'm asking you a fucking question. Damn.
Hey, Zane.
Hello. I'm actually so excited. I've been thinking about the answers to your guys' questions.
Oh, you actually know the questions?
A little bit, yeah. Like,
I think you're the first guest who's admitted to watching the interviews.
Dude, I have to support the homies. Like, when I first saw, I think it was Sky getting interviewed was the first one that I saw. I was no. The first one that I saw was Varden getting interviewed, and I was actually so interested. I was like, whoa, my VTubers, they're getting like a platform, and at the time, Anna wasn't a waifu boy, and so I kind of just enjoyed the idea that Varden was on like a platform like that. And now your platform belongs to us.
That's true. A little bit of a little bit of how the sauce is made. We don't really have much of a D&D reference. We don't have much of a session 0 in the fact of we don't set up many rules before the interview, which I would like to do, but it's difficult to do it because everyone just says, yeah, everything's fine, so I've stopped asking, kind of. But, like, I want to get into the lore and stuff of the characters that we're talking to, but some people come in and view the interview as like, oh, okay, we're going to talk about how the sauce is made. So people come in as themselves and don't really interact with the character that they play for their stream. And some people come in like fully in character and will never break character, so we never get any of the sauce from behind the scenes. And so I'm curious how to break that ice of how to get them to like do both, but I don't know how to do it yet.
It's under the sauce.
So I have a list of questions, as you can probably tell if you watch multiple of these, and I'm trying to figure out how I get the question of like, what's your lore out there? Because if someone's fully in character and I ask them what their lore is, they're gonna just look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I have to take that on the chin.
I mean, you are crazy. That's the thing.
We figure it out with every interview. I did do both for both the same for me.
It's a learning process, and I think we're doing a good job.
Yeah. I'm doing
let's
great.
Spin. There we go. Now I am focused on our interviewee. Let me just reset the tracking.
Litmus test. A litmus test is something such as an opinion about a political or moral issue that is used to make a judgment about whether someone or something is acceptable. At our family's Thanksgiving dinner, the litmus test for good mac and cheese is whether or not it is baked. That's not true. I boil my mac and cheese.
With the cheese in there.
No, the litmus test would be whether or not it tastes good, right? No?
No. You have to be able to do the litmus test before you actually ask the question. So, like, I'm not going to ask you, are you a Democrat or a Republican? I'm going to have a litmus test of whether you are or not based on your opinion about something else. Because if you disagree with me, then your opinion doesn't matter.
Oh!
We'll do the daily scran after the interview.
Yeah, I just have it pulled up. I was just going to ask if Zane was interested in doing the daily scran with us.
I am, actually.
Okay.
So, is that the litmus?
No, it's not a litmus test. No.
I've also got Pokidoku.
Oh my goodness. Don't forget your Icicle.
That's true.
And don't forget your Wordle. And don't forget your quarters.
Oh shit, that reminds me. I have to play my dad in Words with Friends.
And also Word with Friends.
Let's see.
Alright, I'm going to the next word of the day since she's busy actually doing Words with Friends with her father.
He's been waiting 3 days!
Convivial. Convivial means relating to, occupied with, or fond of feasting, drinking, and good company. A convivial atmosphere filled the gallery with good food in abundance and wine and conversation both flowing freely. The guests' convivial chatter filled the hall. We convivial up in here. You know what I mean?
That word sounds made up.
Yes, all words are made up.
That's true.
I mean, to a degree, but a lot of our language is based. It comes from a Latin source.
And you know what Latin is?
It's a made-up language.
It's made up. That's correct.
No.
So is English.
And most of English is, while it is Latin root, but that's mainly because other languages are Latin root. We're more like a reference of a reference. We're like a third level source. We stole all of our language from everyone else. We're just lucky that they stole from one source.
What's a 4-letter word that ends with T?
Cart. Mart.
The letters I have are Y-U blank A-D-U-L. The blank would most likely become T so that it can make tie.
Your eyes are fake. Tear them out. Thank you, Jaden Smith.
How can traffic lights be real if our eyes aren't real?
She's actually just locked in on this. Okay.
I'll do it later!
To
Stop yelling at
something
me.
or someone is to put them at risk or in danger.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell
The wrong
like that.
decision could seriously jeopardize the success of the project. Your word with friends is jeopardizing our interview.
That is actually true. Alright, if you guys are ready, husband has yelled at me sufficiently.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Alright, then in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Anne and the Creature are back with the Anadelma Podcast episode
21.
So
this is our first foray into doing this weekly rather than bi-weekly. So hopefully this goes well, and hopefully the flow of interviewees never stops. We need them for content, and we'll never stop farming. Who are we interviewing?
Yeah, anyways, since you're done with your little tirade. Hello, Zane the editor. What were your other titles?
Oh, they call me the world's strongest editor, editor-san, big editor-san. Let's see, what else was there?
I'm going to change the thumbnail.
Sensei, senpai, editor sensei, editor senpai.
Keep going. Keep going.
I think I have a list somewhere.
Yeah, of course. No, we're here. We're waiting.
Just a little mishmash of editor and me equals big and cool mixed around with all
That's
these
true.
different nicknames.
That's true. Yeah. We'll definitely write that down. What are your preferred pronouns?
Him and himmy.
Okay, put him and Himothy if you would, please.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Zane, him, and Himothy. So, Himothy, what age rating do you shoot for with your stream?
Hold on. I'm so sorry. Him and editor.
Him and editor.
Man, these
Please,
Xeno
I'm so
pronouns
sorry,
are getting a little out of hand now, I guess.
Him, Himothy, and editor.
I didn't realize this was a woke interview. Huh.
Okay. The what is my like? Sorry. One more time.
What age rating do you shoot for with your stream?
18 plus. I swear like a sailor. And now I'm different because I'm an editor, but I did stream once long ago. It became kind of inconvenient to stream and edit and perform at my work all at the same time.
Oh, thank goodness. I get to ask you like 3 different questions for every question I have now, because I get to ask, when did you stream, how was streaming, and why did you end streaming? Oh my goodness. The perfect interview guest. All right.
I got you.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
And then like...
Lore-wise, how old are you? Since you said that you are a shape-shifting businessman, and everything you consume becomes canonical.
So we need to know both answers.
Did I say consume or create? I think
you said create.
Yeah. Every
image I collect
image
and
I
use
collect
becomes canonical.
Yes. Because when you put it out on the internet, it stays there forever.
That's true.
So when someone draws you pregnant,
Empreg. That's already canonical.
Hold on, let me react to everything you've typed here with man pregnant emoji.
Well, actually, I'm gonna go into the collab Discord and find all of his PNGs and edit them to make him pregnant.
That's true. Hold on, we're both busy here. If you could answer the question while we're doing this, please.
Yeah.
Oh man.
When did you become pregnant for the first time?
That's true. That we do have to think about that.
No, I don't. It just happened.
There we go. All right.
It just happened. I think my creation, my debut, was back when I first started streaming. That was like 6-ish years ago, maybe 5.5 years ago.
You're not a COVID streamer?
Damn, that's a first.
Wait, college streamer.
Oh.
Sorry, apologies. That was a question.
What?
I think you said you asked me if I was a college streamer. I don't know.
No,
He said
COVID. A lot of the people we've interviewed, it started because of COVID, and the lockdown made them go crazy. You're saying you streamed before that point?
Yes, actually. Yes. I was interested way before it. I grew up pretty much watching YouTube and admiring a lot of different YouTubers. Maybe not so much Twitch streamers. That definitely probably came later. But definitely a lot of YouTube.
Did you watch any streamers on platforms outside of YouTube or Twitch? Because I remember that I was a member of a streaming platform long ago. I think I was like 16 or 17, so like 12 years ago. And this was before YouTube or Twitch were streaming platforms.
No, I don't think so. Not at all. Because there were still like I think streaming platforms were starting to take a foothold in the video entertainment landscape. And then that's what I would be watching besides YouTube. It would be YouTube, and then like Netflix and Hulu and Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
So you started streaming 6 years ago. Why did you do that?
Why did I do that? I think I was just absolutely bored out of my mind. And, after admiring all these YouTubers for such a long time, I was probably influenced by what they do, and I kind of wanted to dip my toes into that.
Was it the concept of like making the content, having a community to watch you play content, or just recording yourself?
Uh, you know what? It
Mhm.
was definitely the making of the content.
Fair.
I have had a long history of like interest with the entertainment industry in general. So it was a mix of a lot of different factors that got me to start that. The history of watching YouTube, me enjoying like pro wrestling, for example. Big
Oh
big
yeah.
uh big entertainment industry. And then how do I take my interests and make them into like some sort of hobby or a potential career, you know?
Mhm.
Fair, fair, fair. Why the name Zane the Editor?
Oh, okay, so this one's actually really fun. When where do I even begin with it? Okay, so I collected Bionicles growing up.
Based.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, they're so rare and they're so goddamn expensive now. You
Mhm.
can only get them at retail price from Legoland itself.
I had
Otherwise,
Bionicles too. They were cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a whole bunch.
Oh god, I
And
think I
one
know
of
where the
the
story's going.
wait,
Continue, I'm sorry.
oh, have I told this story before?
No. I just have an idea. But please
Oh,
continue. I
okay,
apologize for interrupting.
interesting. You're good. You're good. Um, so when I was a little kid, one of my favorite Bionicles, I never got to use because when I first put him together, his shoulder broke. Um, in a way that like pretty much made it unusable. Like his arm would just hang there. And then I was adopted into my parents' marriage. Um, my I took my stepdad's last name, and in that marriage, in the name change documents, there was the option to change more than just my last name. They asked me if I wanted to change the spelling of my first name, and there were a lot of problems with that. Like I definitely I took that opportunity. I did change the spelling of my first name. And then we pressed further. They're like, since you're already changing your last name and your first name, do you want to just change your middle name too? And I was like, yes, yes, like that is an opportunity of a lifetime. If you don't know, if you like when you're a kid and you don't know how any of that works, I could pick my own name.
Mhm.
And I said yes. Let me think about it. So went downstairs to my room, and I started playing with my Bionicles, and then I looked up and I saw my favorite Bionicle, favorite looking one that had the broken shoulder, and his name was Zane.
Mhm.
I took my Bionicle's name.
I mean, that makes sense. You have to absorb its power somehow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so your name is Zane because of a Bionicle, and your title of the editor is because you're the greatest to ever do it, is what I'm understanding here.
Okay, let me be very specific. So,
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
am the world's strongest editor. that does not technically mean I am the best editor ever. It just means I am the strongest physically of all the little keyboard warriors out there.
Okay, you're saying you could beat up all the other editors and out edit them. Is what
And
I'm
their
hearing.
dads.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what I'm hearing.
So
yes.
based. So did you pick out the name Zane for your Bionicle, or is that the name of the Bionicle?
That was the printed name of the Bionicle. You might actually
Okay.
be able to find it if you look it up somewhere.
Yeah, well, I looked up
haven't done that in
Zane
a
the
long time.
Bionicle, and it showed me Bionicle versus Lego. And
Ninjago.
Then Ninjago.
Zane
Oh, you know
Ninjago has taken over the Lego scene for the name of Zane. Sad to say.
Is it the... I see Matoro, which is like silver with a sword and a shield.
That's from the death battle between the Bionicle and Zane from Ninjago.
Of course.
It was a, gosh, I don't even know. That was well over 10 years ago.
Don't worry about it. If you decided to name yourself after something that isn't actually that name, we'll laugh about it later. It's fine.
I promise you, no lies, I did. His name written on the package was Zane. Interesting. He was a blue and white type.
Blue and white.
Was
Did
it
it
one
have
of
like an
the-
alien head?
Was it like the bug-looking ones?
He didn't. I don't think he had a. He wasn't any sort of he didn't have any transparency, and he didn't have a gun.
Okay.
I
You remember
don't
the
think
weapon
it is.
it had? This is very important.
This is
Yes.
super important.
Wait a minute. I think I no, maybe that might be him. I think that might be him.
The 10
It's
minute.
the one, the Toa Matoro. I don't know how I got Zane from that, but I definitely remember it's the Toa Matoro.
Are you sure?
I don't know how I got Zane from it, but I kind of distinctly remember that with the two claws and that kind of weapon, because I never got to use that weapon, the little Gatling gun that he has. I had others that had like the little crossbow looking gun. That's what I'm sure of, but I mean, that was 18 years ago or something.
I don't think the Bionicle itself is called Zane. I think it's a Toa Motoro, and then Zane was printed on the shoulder.
Really? Where do you see that at?
What you said, it was the Toa Motoro, and if we look up Zane, it doesn't show up. So I don't think it has like Zane.
Well,
in
I'm
its...
going through all the Ninjago stuff to see if I can find it.
Of course. All right. Next question.
Yeah,
in the
you
interview.
continue. I'll see if I can find it, and then I can show everyone.
Um,
Actually, if we're being honest about our names, when I had the opportunity to pick out my name, I chose Anna because she is my favorite unit from Fire Emblem. Everyone has their own story to tell. Also, I had a cat named Cordelia because I also liked her from Fire Emblem. So,
Cornelia.
we all have our own lore, and we're all equally valid.
So, as you said, we're having too much fun. Back to the interview. As you said, you watched a lot of YouTube and Twitch, and that got you into streaming. Were there any like specific inspirations, any big names that you can think of where you were like, oh yeah, this person got me into it?
Oh, only the classics. Only just Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie. Oh, wait, I'm forgetting one for sure.
Smosh.
Actually, no, not Smosh.
Ugh.
The red one, the green one, and PewDiePie.
The red one, the green one, and PewDiePie.
Markiplier,
True.
PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was at least one other one. I think. Oh gosh. I think I even started. No, I don't think I watched Nux Taku at the time. Not at all. Maybe I could
Why does
find
that
it in
name
my
sound familiar?
subscriptions.
Nuxtaku was the Sans cosplayer.
Sans cosplayer.
Oh, you are absolutely correct.
The super best friend Zaibatsu. Do you guys know who that
Yes.
is?
I know who super best friends are. I remember they had a falling out, and one of them went to do their own thing, and they do that half on the bag.
That is not correct.
What?
Red Letter Media is not based in any way on Super Best Friends.
No, it's not. I'm just saying that the guy that was in Super Best Friends left, and now he does the half on a bag.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I think it might be.
No, it's not.
Does he not? He doesn't. Okay, so he does something else.
He does something else.
There's Matt, Pat, and Wooly.
Yeah, Wooly. He does fighting game stuff, I think.
There's Wooly Versus, and then there's the podcast he does with Versus Wolves, which is the Versus Wolves, and yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf. Matt has Matt Talks, and then Pat has the series he uploads like once a month where he talks about what happened with video games and stuff.
He has way more than that. He is the grinder of the three. He's got 2 channels. He's got multiple series, and they are all very entertaining. I love all that. He is very inspiring because you can see, like, you know, he had the thing going with the group, and if I remember correctly, it was I think I tried to track the drama. Matt Pat, he wanted to push the team to do more content in the first place, but Pat didn't like that idea. He was the more like grounded and no, we don't have enough time type of stuff. And that is kind of how, like, that is what that is what their falling out revolved around. And so that's what caused them to really split. And Matt Pat shows he really wanted to do more content by having like 2 channels and several different series.
He has the What Happened show.
Yeah, that is his most popular.
What happened?
What
All right.
happened?
Every time I think of it, I think of the clip from the Mickey Mouse show where he just goes, "What happened?"
What happened?
All right. How did you meet Anna?
I think meeting Anna was one of Sky's doings. He likes to get around, you know.
That's true. He does do that.
I essentially do just kind of blame Sky for meeting all these different VTubers in the first place, though.
Very fair.
Let's see here. Yeah, I can't I also don't have any time to like really scout out new VTubers anymore. So it's probably Sky. Thank God for him.
That's kind of a constant that he's the one that has made a lot of us meet.
I like it. I like it a lot. I make the same joke every time how he gets around. I think we made that joke as a group one time, and then I never stopped. Guys, I don't have enough time. I haven't caught up on the new jokes. He gets around. Ha ha ha. Lol. Oh, we have a new VTuber. Sky. Oh yeah, he gets around.
You people are animals.
Thank you.
All right. So we know why you started streaming. You wanted to learn how to make the sauce, and you thought making the sauce would be fun. So you like the background stuff of streaming, kind of like someone who becomes a chef because they like watching the people cook and then going, I think I could do that, and learning it would be fun. Why did you keep streaming after that first time?
Why did I not keep streaming?
Like, why did you keep streaming while you were streaming? Like, you made the sauce the first time. Why'd you do it the second time or the third time?
It's under the sauce.
Oh, okay. I've thought about this a couple of times too, and the answer was that in some cases I would enjoy the game I was playing a lot. Let's say, like for instance, UFC. I tried to do a little series where I was commentating over the AI fights of UFC, and I enjoyed doing that. But then when took it to the lab, I didn't enjoy editing it. And then there would be something like Halo, where I think it was like Halo 5 or yeah, it's like Halo 5 or 6. Sorry, reminiscing on old Halo. I didn't enjoy playing Halo 5 or 6, but I really enjoyed editing it. I went crazy with that. I did some snazzy little things. And the math wasn't mathing for me, right? How am I gonna make this like work half of the time, when half of the time I like what I'm streaming, half the time I like what I'm editing. At some point I'll find a good middle ground maybe, but I never did. It was my work kept getting in the way. I was also developing a social life, and I think after 2 months, it really wasn't that long, and I learned a lot in those 2 months. I really dropped the streaming altogether. I'm trying to remember if I attempted to venture into editing somehow after that. I do not remember though. Oh God, why don't I remember?
That is okay. You are under no obligation to fully remember.
Yeah, I'm totally blanking. I think because I think I did like try to look up how I could get a job editing. That was really fun. Like I think it's the same for artists, right? How artists they'll draw something and bring it to life, and they feel like not only like a sense of accomplishment, but a sense of like there's this creationist feeling that you can only get from bringing something to life like that. And that's probably what I felt. I really wanted to find something to eventually I wanted to find something to keep editing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I did in the first year. Sorry. Yeah, we can go to the next question.
I'm sorry. Honestly, if I could, I would pay you to edit for me because I do really like your editing style. I think it has a lot of charm, and I really enjoy it.
I try so hard. I try so hard.
I think you are a fantastic editor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I always have that mentality of like if I can do it better, I should and I will. Which by the way, remind me, creature, when you do update your little slime boy, I can make it wiggle and jiggle without the skull wiggling and jiggling.
We vibe with that.
The skull is kind of a slime creation as well, so it should
Oh, is it?
wiggle.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh. Well, never
But I
mind.
mean,
did
I
it
could
the first
send
time.
you. What do you use for your art? Because I use Metabang, and I could send you the like file, and it would have a separate layer of the skull and the slime itself. I don't have it now because I would have to redraw it because what I used to make it before was a tablet that crapped out. So.
Okay. Let me get back to you on that.
Mm-hmm.
The homie do be busy. I
I know.
actually planned for this next week. I have all of next week off from work, and I plan to take 1 or 2 of those days and do a full 8 hours of editing or editing related work just to see what it feels like, because I've never gotten that opportunity yet.
That is very valiant. I hope that you remember to take breaks, because you do not want to burn yourself out, nor do you want to force yourself to do something more or longer than what you are able to handle.
It's a very valid, very good point.
I am always aggressively artist rights, as I've told nearly every other artist who does an amazing job at what they do. Everyone else can go fuck themselves. You got to put in the amount of effort you believe is worth it. In the sense of like Glitched Phantom and I believe T-Bonnie, where they're like artists who kind of do commissions, I always say like sell raffle tickets to the people who want your art instead of trying to sell individual things to every person who wants to buy something. So you're creating one piece of art that you believe is up to your standards, and then people are buying a chance to get it, rather than having to create 1,000 pieces of art that all probably won't fit within your standards. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And if that means you got to murder people, you're an artist. You deserve it. AI happens.
A little bit of murder is okay.
I kind of like that idea. Right now, I'm kind of going with the do 1,000 pieces of art to get the experience, and then I think it's working. Droplet has actually hired me recently to do extra work for her. So that has been a great opportunity, and I didn't realize how little time I have for literally anything until I had to sink time into the shorts that I'm making daily. So it's gonna be a real like eye-opening experience when I no longer have to have this job interfering with like the passion I have and the hobby. This passion and hobby of video editing can pay me way more than what I actually do right now.
So question for you for later on in the interview. Do you want to talk about AI and how it affects you right now or in the future? Or do you want to just kind of avoid that?
That's an interesting topic. I've never actually had that conversation before. We could do it. Yeah,
I'm a hater. For sure. I love being a hater. I want you to know that. I love hating. Anytime I can get someone to vehemently disagree with something, I'm 100% on their side. All right, we'll do that later. So, yes. We got the why do you stream, and you also added in the why don't you stream anymore aspect of it, so I appreciate that. Oh no, how did I lose my place instantly? What is your future? What is like the plans for Zane the editor? What are you trying to do right now?
Oh boy. Okay. Let me collect everything in one nice little package if I can. So right now, let's see. I have the daily shorts for Droplet. I have all of the kaiju and the Waifu Boys. I don't know if you guys have seen the home video for the channel. It's like it's kind of an ode to the Waifu Boys, but it's also a promise to do that much content for them on that channel. So that's a now thing. In the future, whether or not I continue to work with the Waifu Boys, I'm not sure. I think I know at this point, I should be getting paid for what I do. I big ego son editor here, but I know that I'm pretty good at my job. Every piece of work that I do, I make some people look bad with my editing.
Oh, absolutely.
The best to ever do it, and you will kill them with your bare hands. We've gone over this, guys.
There is only one. There is only one editor that I would consider better than me.
If you're
But,
trying to find the Kaiju and the Waifu Boys channel, you have to search up Kaiju and the Waifu Boys.
Okay.
There's no H.
what is his name? He edited for
Oh yeah, and if you search it up, you'll find a lot of my streams.
yeah.
Lonely Godzilla girl. All right.
The
If you go to one of my streams, I link it in.
Will you let our interviewee speak?
I
please?
apologize. You're trying to do a thing, and I'm trying to help you. God. Anyways, continue,
Jesus.
Zane. I'm so sorry.
you good? You're
It's
good.
the at Kaiju Friends.
So who was it? The video editor that I'm thinking of, he worked or does currently work for the Theorist team, film theory, game theory. Apparently, in his past, before the film theory and game theory, he edited for like 8 different YouTubers or VTubers, something like that. He is also one of my big inspirations, just because of his accomplishments. He's got he had that it's kind of why I took on this task of editing for several people all at once. I was like, how do I even do that? I didn't know that you could edit for multiple people, but it makes sense. As an editor, a very, very expensive editor, you don't want to you don't really want to put your your value on top of just one person, especially if they can't afford it, right? You can spread that out to multiple different people. Do your 8 to 12 hours of work, and multiple people can chip in to pay for your work. It's kind of the idea that I'm trying to, or that I was trying to incorporate with the Kaiju and the Waifu Boys. Of course, I'm doing it for free. It's gonna look really nice on my resume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, why can't I remember the word? When you work for a big company for free so that you look better on your resume, and then you can go internship. You're trying to create your own internship program so your resume can look better.
I've created my own internship with the Kaiju and the Waifu Boys.
You've created your own corporate black company that only you suffer from. Oh my goodness. We're recreating capitalism right now. Also, apparently you hit the vape so you lose points.
What?
I don't know what that means, but I get you lost points now. All right. So, we got the future of your content. Your community. I want to ask this question in 2 different segments and see if it even makes sense. The first question.
Okay.
When you were streaming, what did you think of your community?
Let's see. I like I said, I did think about this was one of the questions I was thinking about.
It's a big question. That's why I always do the preamble and stuff. But I'm gonna do the cool thing that I always do, which everyone loves, after the question, because of the fact that in your case, I am asking like 3 different questions, so I just want to see where it goes, so I can know if I need to explain it or not.
I got you. So back then, first of all, I didn't really have a whole lot of time to develop my actual thoughts on my community. I think at the time, because I was still developing a community, I thought of it as I am the entertainment piece. And it's something that I actually try to push on to the other homies. Now, while I would and do sometimes try to push that on to the other homies, that they are the entertainment piece, like watching a television show with the laugh track or whatever. I noticed from your guys' interviews, not everybody thinks that way. Something that really impressed me. I might be answering your second question before you even ask it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but whatever.
Something that really impressed me is that some people, some of the you guys can remember like the life story or the details about individual viewers, and that actually absolutely amazes me, astonishes me. I don't think I could have ever done that. Like it's I didn't really hang on to any of my viewers like that when I was first starting. I kind of assumed they would come and go depending on if I was entertaining or not, and to include the videos. You know, maybe I would do really good for like a month, and I would have one viewer that would like and comment every video, and then the next month I wouldn't see their comments anymore or something. I was like, oh shoot, maybe I'm not as entertaining anymore. They kind it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say what I thought of my community when I did stream,
You said a
because I
lot, and I can tell
thank
you
you.
exactly what you mean. Right after I
Oh.
do my awesome, sick thing that I always do because it's great. So, in order to prove to everyone that I care about all of our interviewees, I always give this question of, are you community minded? And then I give the answers of everyone else to make sure that everyone knows I care. All right. So the first person that I asked this question to was Sacred's Hearts. They view their community as a safe space, and they view their Discord as the safest place possible. They want their community to be a group of open-minded people who all give each other shoulders to stand on so that they can all be the giants that they want to see themselves as, and help each other to become like a better community and better people. And that is Sacred's full goal of their content, is to uplift everyone that watches their content and hopefully help each other to want to uplift everyone else. Tony the Pinguino viewed community as a fun side thing that you get when you make content, but because of the way that Tony is, Tony didn't want to rely on a community in order to make content. So he does his best to make sure that the content is always the same, whether it's 0 people watching or 1,000 people watching. So he will view the community as like a fun thing, but not a quote unquote necessary thing for his content. Sky views the community as background dancers. Of a dancer by themselves on a stage is always going to be very entertaining, but the moment that everything clicks and kind of hits the best is when the main dancer is going all out, and then you have the background dancers accentuating that. And that's how Sky views the community of like having fun playing a game and streaming that is great. But once you can add the interaction with chat, then it's the peak of what Sky believes a content creator should be doing. Glitched Phantom, due to circumstances in the past, and also because I kind of believe it well, is you create content, and then so like there's the content creator, there's the content you create, and then there's the viewers of the content. And Glitched Phantom really enjoys having that line between like the content creator, the content, and the people watching it. And they don't really like to cross that line of like being quote unquote friends with your viewers. So they enjoy making content, and then people enjoy the content, and then there's the interaction through the content, but nothing really past that point because it gets uncomfortable when some people get too close to the content creator. T-Bonnie, not yet a streamer, but when they do, of course, the biggest fans will be us. But they haven't really had a chance to think about what they would want when they're building a community, so they're just kind of gonna let it ride, and then as time goes along, have a more defined idea of what they want their community to be as it's building up. Barden also doesn't really have that big of an opinion on the community right now. They're building up, and they really enjoy the process of building up, so they don't want to put their community into a box just yet. So they're just kind of letting it grow, see how it feels, and whatever goes on, goes on. Anna Delna, best Dompier on the internet, obviously, views the community as friends. She used to do a lot of stuff where it was like, all right, I'm playing a multiplayer game, chatters get in here, we're gonna play, we're gonna get in a Discord call, and we're all gonna hang out. Then she found out that there are a bunch of 12-year-olds in her community, and she was like, oh, well then, we're gonna have to deal with this. So now she has a bit more of the glitched view of like creating content. The content speaks for you, but she is also still willing to accept viewers as quote unquote friends. And it's worked out so far. So uh, there is a nice line between content creator and viewer, but also a bit more open. Like there's a border, but there is a door that some people can get through. Droplet views the community as puddles.
Puddlings.
Oh god. And is oh god. Oh no, I'm blanking. Views the community as friends, always has fun with the community. Agrees with Glitch that there definitely should be a line, but again, the line is very faint for Droplet because nothing too bad has happened, but she enjoys the safety of having the line, but also enjoys the community. And then we have Succulents. And Succulents agrees with Glitch that there should be a line, and agrees with Anna that having a door on that line is enjoyable. And for you, Zane, our newest interviewee, your view on community is similar to one that I would have if I were to make content of the people that you're talking about. If they were in a restaurant, would be like the servers. They go up to the table, they talk to the people themselves, and they have a great time with that interaction, and they're monetarily recommended to make as close a connection to everyone as possible. You, on the other hand, when you create content, you enjoy the aspect of talking to people, but the main thing that you're focused on is the creation of it. You're the chef giving the food to the servers. And whenever they would view someone leaving the restaurant, they would go, "Oh, okay. I know them on a quote unquote personal level, and I know they're gonna come back in order to talk to me." For you, when you bring up someone leaving and maybe not coming back, you're like, "Oh, was my food not good enough?" Not really like thinking about the personal connection there, kind of, in my analogy that doesn't exactly fit the real world. So you view the community in a way of like, I enjoy them being there because them being there gives me the feedback I need in order to better create my content so that it can better be enjoyed by the people who are watching it. I want to say you're less personable, but in the meanest way possible. Like I don't know.
That's actually really I like that analogy. I'm the chef, the streamers are the servers, and then the people at the tables are the viewers.
Yeah.
That's a really good analogy. I really like that. Yeah, I'm definitely focused on the entertainment aspect of it. When I create it and I serve it, is what I absolutely live for.
I'm gonna make a joke. It's a joke. Please don't crucify me.
Oh.
I'm not talking about you. I know you won't. You'll just beat me to death with your bare hands. There are two kinds of failed streamers. Number one, vertical streamers, and number two, people who quit streaming. As a failed streamer, of course, you're going to view yourself as a chef and not a server. That's why you became an editor. Because you enjoy the making of the content than you do the community aspect of it.
Yeah, actually, you were really you were totally right about that. I mean, now I do have that I when I get out of the kitchen, I have to look at all the statistics, the my star rating. The boss will tell me, oh, this was too slow, this was too overcooked, or they'll tell me, oh my god, you fucking killed it today. They'll always tell me that I was good. Just because they're nice. And so I'm always my own harshest critic. Even when I finish something, like there's two things that I say to myself. I said, "Dang, I could have done that better." But then the other thing is like, I have to deliver this. Not everything is gonna be perfect the way I want it to. I'm not gonna be fantastic every time that I make something, and I have to deliver the product. as on time as I possibly can. Now, if I actually overcook something or undercook something, I have to remake it. But as long as it's edible, I'm gonna deliver it. It's just what I have to do.
Much in the same way with a chef, in anything, failure is always going to be the greatest teacher. And sadly, as an editor slash chef, if you undercook something, you're gonna get yelled at. But in your head, you're like, "Damn, I really fucked this up. Good thing I know how to fuck it up, so I can't do that again."
Fuck it up, Kevin.
And also, you have such big head chef energy. Now that we're fully in the analogy, people can't find you, and when they go look for you, you're hitting your vape in the back. You threaten physical violence over the slightest inconvenience. Oh my goodness, it works perfectly.
Oh man,
He does have head chef energy.
That's so true.
Yes, chef.
Maybe I can relate to Saku more. Actually, I'm definitely gonna talk to him about this. yo, we talked about the.
All right, man. We're having too much fun again.
I'm the manager that is helping serve food. I'm the one that stops by the table and says, "Is everything good?" I'm the manager here. Please let me know if there's anything we can do for you.
It's raw. Are you?
It's fucking raw.
It's fucking raw. Where did you get your degree in editing? Holy shit! I could have made this in 3 minutes. And that would have been all processor, no clicking, no typing. Where are the effects? No zoom. I'm going to fire the shit out of you.
There's no sauce.
There's no sauce.
People are
At
having
least
too much
put
fun.
a mask
You're
on
having
it.
too much fun.
Put the
You're having too much fun. You're having too much fun.
We're having
Stop
too
it.
much
Stop
fun,
it.
apparently.
Stop
The
it. We gotta
first
ask
word I've
questions.
said in 20 minutes, we're having too much fun.
Correct. That is correct. Yes. Too much fun. All right. Did you have a name for your chat when you streamed?
Oh, did I?
Did you?
I don't think I did. No, I don't think I
Unbelievable.
did.
Hateful.
I mean,
Spiteful.
it is what it is. I do appreciate the chat. I get to enjoy a little bit of everybody else's chat. All the kaiju and the waifu boys, and there's all the viewers that go between each channel, like Flash.
We fucking love Flash.
I've been seeing Luke more often. There's let's see.
There's Sky Axons.
Of course, he's big vtuber. He's always in everybody's chat. That's a great part about Sky. He's like community godsend.
He is.
David, he goes between people's chats. Why can't I remember any other of the viewers? That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm actually so terrible with names and remembering people. I have my the 10 most important people to me in the kaiju and the waifu boys. That's all that matters.
Oh, and I have something that you can call the people who enjoy your work, aka your fans.
Oh?
Anybody who goes like, "Wow, Zane is such an integral part of all of this content, and I really enjoy the work they do." You can call them correct.
Yes! I love that so much.
All right. Do you have a favorite memory from when you were streaming?
Oh, not. Oh God, no, not particularly.
It's all a fog.
It is kind of all a fog. Yeah, I mean, it was like 5.5, 6 years ago. I don't remember if I even did anything past like 3 different games. I did Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask to completion. I did the Halo a few times, and I did the UFC a couple of times. Such a tragedy. I want to make those things come to life. It just takes so much. And Droplet actually, she mentioned it. She's like, yeah, the editing takes so much time from my streaming, and that was kind of how she came to the uh, agreement or realization that she could stream more if she had like a consistent flow of shorts to boost her channel. And that would be my role. I save the streamer time from making shorts. I make real good quality shorts, and their community grows from that too. They get more viewers, subs, likes, big pretty numbers.
That's true.
I've been trying to make shorts myself, but God, it is time consuming and I hate hearing my own voice.
Yeah, I that's long gone for me now. When you hear your own voice long enough, yeah, it doesn't phase you at some point.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point, but I don't know. Time is a big thing. I've got big projects I've been holding off on.
That's fair. And so, what is your favorite memory from editing? Like from working with other people and editing their content?
Oh no, that's the one. That's the one. Oh gosh. Oh, I have to look at my catalog. I really do.
Unbelievable.
Cause okay, something that I actually bring this up several times. Let's see. I had a funny haha on one
True,
of
yeah.
the I had a funny haha on one of the first videos that I made for Kaiju and the Waifu Boys. Um where they were playing Palworld, and it was Shinobu, right? I was teasing the fuck out of this guy because he comes he comes to a clearing, and he sees the tower with the boss in it that he's supposed to go into, and he's like, "Oh, is that the boss tower?" And then it's like 3 minutes of silence, and so I I got mad at him post in post, and I drew a little. I had a little bumblebee that was buzzing around, and it flew into one of his ears, and then it died out the other side.
Jesus.
Oh my God, you're so mean.
It was so mean, but it was funny. I think I talked to him about it too, teasing the fuck out of him about it.
We should interview Shinobu when he comes back.
We're
For
supposed
sure.
to have
for
a
sure.
list.
I do have a list.
We need a list. We need at least 20 people on the line for these.
Yeah.
All right. What is your least favorite memory from editing?
Oh boy. Actually, I think I had this recently. And it wasn't like while I was editing. It was after I was editing. I lost some sleep to editing for the Waifu Boys. I came into work one day late, and I got chewed the fuck out. They told so I was telling them my story, and I was like, "Hey, sorry I stayed up late editing last night." And my my bosses hung on that. They hung on that so hard. They said, "You can't edit anymore. It is interfering with your work." And that absolutely broke my heart. So like that's why you see on the channel, the last video I did before that was I think it was the Sky Practices paper mache with your face. Um that was the last video I made when that happened. I did make another video 3 months later because I was starting to come out of like this brokenheartedness from not being able to edit, and I was like, okay, let me make something to get myself back in gear. It didn't work, unfortunately. I went right back into the depression afterwards. So many things were happening. I cannot wait for to be done with this job so I can do editing full time. That's the goal. That is editing full time, making a job out of it, a career. Like they tell me in this job that I have that it's a career, and I'm like, no, this is a job. My career is video editing. I've done video editing longer than. Wait a minute, I have done video editing longer than I think I started video editing before I even started streaming. Actually, now that I think about it, gosh, what did I do back then?
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
smokes! I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent and
Oh my god, a
get in my
tangent
feels
on the interview?
That's never
How will we
happened before.
survive? As a middle manager myself, I just want to say, kill all middle managers. Hey, you inconvenienced us by being late one time. Quit doing the thing that we have no jurisdiction over as your boss. Die.
In a fire.
yeah. Really, really shitty experience.
All right. Moving on from that.
Thank you for letting me be emotional.
Of course. That is part of the interview experience.
We will be taking points away, but
Even though we said we're not taking points away.
even though it's explicitly written in the rules, we will not take points away. We're gonna take points away.
Where's my scoreboard? I have to keep track of that. I'm very competitive.
That's true. So why do you have / use the art that you use?
I commissioned it. Except for what you see now, the Repo Man, all the other art was either commissioned or somebody did it for free. Let's see. So somebody described it as the little bean boy that I use.
The bean boy.
with the big dome piece. And then I think that was the first one. Cecily turned me into a duck or a goose, a silly goose. I asked someone to turn me into a little wiggling bumblebee bean. Somebody for free did an AI representation of me. I think it actually turned out really well. And then somebody else just did a whole they did the little drew the Repo Man as a little goofy guy. It's really pretty. I like it. And then the actual Repo Man, I took my original art and kind of plastered it over something else. It worked. I really like it. I'm glad that it worked out the way it did. I look very pretty. I'm mobile. I wiggle and I jiggle.
It's time for jiggling.
Yes. Oh, did I answer the question?
Yes, you did answer the question.
Okay. I really like all the little pieces of art that I have. I don't have many, but they are all very important to me.
Side question to this one. Do you have a theme? Like I'm noticing right now, because I haven't seen much of your other stuff, but like your Fugi in the game show that you did with Anna yesterday, you were kind of a businessman, and then now you're a repo. You sent us the art for the thumbnail, which is you with your magical editing powers. Do you have like a theme of technology and stuff, or is it just kind of whatever you're feeling at the moment?
I do, and I might be able to explain this better by showing you guys this. I don't know if you want to do anything with that, but I am a businessman. I am big boss type energy.
So
I like to think.
just to say for that first image at the very top, just put that and then white background, and then on top say no air fryer, and then at the bottom, no bitches, and then you're good for that one. That's the energy I get from the first one, just in case you needed that for something. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Oh,
Always
I
say no.
didn't realize that this one was you.
The oh yeah,
Very
yeah,
dapper
that
one
do
with
be
the cigarillo.
yeah, that do be me. I asked
Okay.
him to make it into a vape, but because it was like some
I'll
sort of
mention
some
vape.
sort
You
of
lose
like
a point.
That is a rule.
That's a new rule.
If I can hear it, you lose a point.
Oh God, I'm gonna lose a lot of points.
I think we
But
can make
yeah,
an exception for Big Editor Son.
thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, businessman type, buzz cut looking, soul patch having ass.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice the soul patch.
It's actually there on my repo model too, but it's hidden because the repo chin is so tucked deep into the torso.
So why robot? Why robot? Is it just repo, or do you like do other robot?
This one, the repo robot is unique just because I was able to animate it. Uh, I the other ones I would have a much more difficult time animating, but this one because I was able to take someone else's pre-built VTuber model, um, when repo was blowing up in popularity, and then plaster my art onto the skin, do a little wiggling and looking around and making a gif out of it. I was able to like animate myself. So this won't be like a forever thing. I'll probably evolve even further, maybe later. But I'm not like a full VTuber. I don't think I wouldn't consider myself a full VTuber, even though I technically fit the exact definition. It's just something to give me a face, you know. Anytime I'm in there,
I
I
need to find a
prefer.
name for people who do not stream themselves but are known because they pop into other people's streams, such as you, but you're also an editor, and T-Bonnie, where it doesn't sound derogatory. Because the names that I come up with in my head are like those little creatures that like attach to sharks and are like incredibly useful because they like clean the shark and help the environment. But I don't want to call people like barely a parasite. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. But I'm trying to
Right,
be
right.
like,
Support role.
support role. Oh.
Yes. I mean, what do? We fill the dead air whenever we can. I don't know about T Boney. But that I whenever I'm with the homies, I do try to fill the dead air if I have to whenever I can. That is just something that makes sense to me. Something that I did have practice once a long time ago. Feel like it's the responsible thing to do if
Fair.
I'm gonna be there.
Fair. All right.
Actually, it's unfair. I would prefer to sit there, be quiet, and do nothing and leech. I would prefer to leech.
But you can do that. Just turn on your stream. No one's stopping you. All right. And now to get into the weird question that I ask because I think it's funny. How do you feel about streamer bait games? When I talk about streamer bait games, I mean like when Among Us comes out and becomes incredibly popular, no one expected Among Us to become super popular, but because it did, then the other games start coming out, like
Goose Duck.
Goose Duck. Then there's the one where you're real people and you have to vote people out, and then there's God, there's so many. And then there's like Fall Guys, and then there's the Roblox Fall Guys and that kind of thing. I'm not talking about the game that came out that became super popular. I'm talking about the games that come immediately after that are just clones hoping to take some of that.
Honestly, I see like no problem with excuse me. Honestly, I see no problem with streamers like getting in on that kind of action. If not for the content, it's just a great reason to hang out and play with your friends, whether it's a shitty game or not. You know.
You're too good of a
It-
person. I need more hatred. I ask these questions specifically so people get mad and no one gets mad. I need hatred. I need people to get angry.
Very optimistic. Oh, you want me to get angry?
Ew. Yeah, no, don't worry. You'll get angry about how bad Legend of Zelda is in a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right.
Go
So
ahead,
pretty
go
much your optimism doesn't allow you to feel mad about the fact that games come out that are bad on purpose in order to get a quick buck, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, the industry kind of speaks for itself. We vote with our wallets.
Yeah,
I don't see those
Capitalism's the bad
games.
guy.
Yeah, I don't see those games making millions of dollars and then getting like a year's worth of updates. They kind of just pop up and then fade away.
Just like
Content warning.
no, not content warning. The game it's based off of.
Lethal Company?
Yeah, Lethal Company.
They just had an update.
Really?
Yeah,
They're back?
Yeah, apparently they've been updating people in their Discord server, but not on Steam or like anywhere else.
The Q World phenomenon.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty small update, but they are still working on it.
Oh my god, they're not dead.
Yeah.
Pog.
No, that game is pretty solid. I think that game has made enough money to warrant like that the developer can just sit down and continue to update their game for a long time.
Hopefully. All right, and now here comes the question that's most important to me. All these other questions don't matter in the face of this one. I'm gonna find someone. Were you a part of any fandoms? Were you a Tumblr? Did you Tumblr?
I mean, so anybody who says they were not part of a fandom is an absolute liar. yes, of course I was. Well, let me see here. I definitely liked the Undertale fandom.
Of course.
I was a furry at one point.
Of course. As was everyone.
Like anime in general as a whole is a fandom. Well, it was a more niche fandom fucking 18 years ago, but I was in there. Let's see what else. I mean, I guess I was part of like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier fandoms.
Of course. The Squirrel King, obviously.
WWE, like the pro wrestling WWE has a fandom. I'm part of that.
Which one? God, I don't know how to ask this question, so I'm hoping it makes sense when I say it out loud. Which one do you enjoy more? The people who watch wrestling know it's fake and are like, "Oh my god, I can tell this is so bad," or "I can tell this is so fake." Oh my goodness. Or the people who watch wrestling and go, "How did they do that? Oh my god, I can't believe it." The people who know it's fake and are like, "Oh, whatever, who cares?" Or the people who don't know it's fake. Which one do you enjoy more?
All right, so I need you to re-say that whole question, except without using the word fake, because there is no such thing as fake.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
It is just a personal thing of mine. All right. So when you look at my model, like that's not a real person, but it does exist, right? Fake is something that doesn't exist.
Are the wrestlers actors or are they wrestlers?
Both. The performance of wrestling is a show. It's not true. And everybody knows that. Yeah. Everybody knows that.
That's not true.
No?
There are
Okay,
some people who fully believe WWE and everything pertaining to it is real. There are people who think The Undertaker maybe came back to life. There are people.
I'm jealous of those people. Those people,
Exactly.
but I mean, I 100% just enjoy the show for what it is. The people that there are two other type of people that enjoy pro wrestling. One, like me and Perhenmo, we watch the show, we enjoy it, we know it's a show. We actually get really sometimes we talk about like the different aspects of the show and how we think things should have gone, how like it's like watching Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? There you have your favorite characters, of course, but it's all performance. And I think I actually take what I know from pro wrestling and apply it to other shows, because I think that it is very applicable. What you'll see in other shows is you'll have the one guy that beats little guys, and he does it in such a nasty way, and all the he's absolutely crushing these little guys. These little guys get power-ups, and then this other guy is still beating them. But then the bad guy that he looks all big and bad and strong, all of a sudden he gets handicapped, like he breaks an ankle, and now he can't run as fast, and then the superhero is able to beat him, not while the bad guy is at full power. No, the good guy is only able to beat the bad guy when the bad guy's ankle is broken. You know what I'm saying? WWE set that up for a lot of different shows. Like the techniques they use as far as storytelling are applied to all, like, so many other shows. It could just be the original form of entertainment like that, fighting entertainment like that. But I see it way too much. I see it's like, oh man, I feel like that guy could just be a pro wrestler.
Absolutely.
The only thing I know about wrestling is there was a time when a guy had his arm broken. A week later, his arm is fully recovered, and he bends a metal garage door in half.
The WWE is just a whole anime. It's just
Yeah,
a
it
live
really
action
is.
anime.
I will say they've been going strong for 80 years, and it's still coming up with new shit.
To be exact, it's actually 42 years, 43 years.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I think it's great that WWE is still going, because it's brings a lot of joy to a lot of people.
WWE has done a lot for the media analysis genre. It's really helped people to see very big concepts boiled down to very simple concepts in wrestling. So the whole concept of heel turn, baby face, being a heel, jobbers, all of that stuff can be expanded really large in a lot of media. And watching wrestling, you can go, oh, okay, so this is it distilled down to its most simple form. And then from there, you can build back up to a lot of the stuff. There are people who probably have no idea a lot of the terms that they use for this kind of stuff comes from wrestling, and I think that's hilarious.
Yeah. What was it? Oh, there was the I was gonna mention the people that I don't like about wrestling. The people who use the word fake.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
how would they
my god.
That's so bad.
My god,
goodness.
that stuff upsets me so much.
It's not fake, they're acting. They are actors.
Yes, exactly.
You're just a rude person, babe.
I can't believe anyone would do that. That's so crazy.
I know some people do it to just tilt me.
Me? Rage bait?
Never. I like the guy that got flipped off of the sidebar thing, landed on his feet, and unlocked Ultra Instinct. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't, because I could probably list like 3 different times that happens.
Popular meme format came from it, and so that's how she knows about it.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
She looked up WWE Ultra Instinct in the Discord GIF thing, and she's not finding what she wants, in case you're curious.
Aww.
What the fuck?
You know what?
This?
Did you guys know that I do watch-alongs of WWE every weekend?
Yeah, I was thinking of joining, because that does actually sound like fun.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure today is Saturday. Tomorrow we're doing World of Warcraft. Right. And I had planned on doing the watch-along today, immediately after the interview. I timed it out so that it starts like 30 minutes from now. I think we'll probably be done here before then.
I found it,
if I can stop friggin' rambling.
We got another, what, 3 hours?
Something like that.
Oh, this is some IWJP stuff.
Yeah.
Forget his name.
He was terrified because he knew that he just mastered Ultra Instinct.
God, I forget his name. He's such a talented wrestler. What was it? But yeah. I was going to expand upon my doing a weekly watch along of WWE. I might actually start streaming that on Kick. I think they would allow it, especially if I continue commentary throughout the entire thing. I don't know if I have time or the energy or patience to do that, but it is possible for me to do that. I've been thinking about it. So
if dual streaming wasn't such a pain in the ass, I would probably start streaming to Kick as well. Like,
well, you know who I always recommend for multi-streaming? It's Sky.
Yeah, I don't like using Restream though. It is such a pain in the ass to set up every time. And it causes a weird delay, and then I have to have 2 separate chat instances up to be able to watch chat.
Really?
Sorry. I have to look at the chat from Restream instead. And also, Streamlabs is just kind of weird about that. I'm sure... How much is Streamlabs Ultra? You go ahead and continue the questions, but... $27 a month, or $189 a year. That's more than my phone plan.
Yeah, it do be kind of expensive. I mean, it's something that I personally would recommend to all my VTubers is to multi-stream. It is currently the meta.
Yeah.
Kick would treat you the best, Twitch would treat you the worst. YouTube is where everything congregates.
Yeah, I tried to set up a finagling thing through OBS because I was trying to learn OBS so I could multi-stream, and it just didn't work. And I was really disappointed in that. But I might give multi-streaming another shot. As much of a pain in the ass as it is, if I were to just schedule all of my streams, I could then schedule a multi-stream through Restream.
Actually, that could work. Yeah, definitely talk to Sky about it. He fucking figured it out. Yeah. He's got all of his chats in like one chat at all times.
Yeah, he's got a Restream bot that like posts the stuff that is said in Twitch into YouTube and vice versa.
Yeah.
I tried to set that bot up myself, but it just did not work. No, it was the Streamlabs bot that I tried to set up. Yeah, I should try and set up Restream again. It would be the best. It would be the best for growth. I also get like 1 or 2 viewers in Twitch, and you have to have 3 concurrently total to be able to get partner, and that is the only thing stopping me from getting partner with Twitch.
I wouldn't put too much like emphasis on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm sorry, this interview is
restreaming
about
there.
you.
Sorry?
Oh, I said,
I mean,
I'm sorry, this interview is about you, and I keep yapping.
I mean, like that's kind of like part of me though, is like I like to talk to my VTubers and talk to them about my opinions, preferences towards what they do, and suggest to them different things. Like, just because I'm an editor doesn't mean editing is where I full stop. Like I
Yeah.
make suggestions to my homies, and not manage, but like kind of assist wherever I can, really. Like
Yeah.
the better that you guys do is better for me as well. If all of you guys started getting hundreds of viewers tomorrow, that would be good for me too. So why wouldn't I try to help or input at all? I can't make you do anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, to digress, wouldn't put a whole lot of stock into Twitch. Twitch is not going to treat you well, but
Fair.
to multi-stream is the meta.
Are you guys done having fun yet?
Yeah, I'll make a Kick
I
account
never
and I'll
stop
start
having
streaming
fun.
there.
Yes, I got another one. Yes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna get all the kaiju.
So conceptually, since failed streamer and all, is there a difference between games that are fun to play and games that are fun to stream?
I did actually kind of go into that. How I said I enjoyed playing a game, but then I didn't enjoy editing it, or I enjoyed editing it, but I didn't enjoy playing it. Yeah, there is 100% for sure.
Can you think of one for yourself where you were like, man, this game is super fun, and then you turn it on and you're like, I can't possibly play this with like trying to pay attention to chat or something else?
Oh, like that. I think that's a skill issue.
True. True.
Like I can't imagine any situation like I guess maybe if you're really into the game and it's taking all your focus to be like it's aggressively taking your focus to the point where you can't pay attention to chat. I mean, that's just a good game, I guess. A good streamer will still like watch his chat though, watch their chat. Yeah, I can't actually think of a situation
Fair.
where you could just skill that back, make you a better streamer, playing a game that takes a lot of focus away from the chat. You'll become a better streamer.
All right. So, what are your favorite like genre of games?
My favorite genre, good games.
Base.
So, how do you feel about Stardew Valley?
I've never touched it.
How do you
I
feel
don't think
about
I ever will.
Kingdom Hearts?
I love the Kingdom Hearts series. I have a tattoo of it. That
Kingdom Hearts is fucking
God.
based.
Yes,
I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry.
That's definitely a good game. Sure, Stardew Valley is too, but I'm not particularly interested in it. There is a point for me to like if to find interest in it. Like, for instance, someone was talking to me about Stellar Blade the other day, and I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I'm sure it's a good game, I'm just not interested in it. I have a very distinct opinion on games. Anything that is a simulation is not a good game, as even if it's fun to play. Sometimes like The Sims, it's technically a simulation, but in The Sims case, it's very arcadey, which makes it a better game. Um, but in the case of like WWE, it's based in fictional reality, so it's got like the fictional aesthetic to it, but it is ultimately a simulation. I don't think the WWE games are any good, but I enjoy playing them anyways.
I'm getting a lot of conflicting answers of you like anything that's a good game, but you haven't touched Stardew Valley, even though you think it's a good game. I think simulation games are bad games, and of course you only like good games, yet you like this game. I think there's a few conflicting pieces here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course. So that's kind of how I roll. I will give my opinion, but then I will give an example of something that does conflict with that opinion.
That doesn't make
Um,
sense to me. Everything has to be perfectly logically consistent, otherwise it's just, the planet explodes.
No, it is actually. So let me take another example.
Uh-huh.
Racing games. All racing game, or not all racing games. A lot of those like NASCAR or Need for Speed games, they're based in reality and they are simulations. I don't think they make for good games. I think they are actually
Yes.
just terrible games. Stuff like Mario Kart, The Simpsons Hit and Run, those are super arcadey, and they've got other elements that are not based in reality. Those are good games.
I agree. The only good
Um,
Mario Kart game is Mario Kart Wii. Yes, continue.
He's such an ass, and I don't know what he gains.
Correct.
but yeah, I mean, like that is my wholehearted opinion. And then I bring up the WWE game. It's like I accept that the WWE game is not a good game, but I still enjoy playing it.
There's a huge difference between like quality of a game and then like your enjoyment of a game. Like there are plenty of really poorly made games that I enjoy, and there are plenty of really well made games that I don't enjoy. Like I'd never personally play Claire Obscure's Expedition 33 because if I'm playing a turn-based game, why wouldn't I be playing a monster collector? And that makes no sense to anyone but me.
I understood it. Monster Collector being Pokemon.
No, Pokemon's bad.
Digimon.
Digimon's great. That's true. I agree with
And
that.
Digimon is based.
Of course, then there's bad games that are made that no one enjoys, such as Legend of Zelda, except for Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is the only good Legend of Zelda game. Would you agree with that, Zane?
No.
All right, so you said yes. All right, so simulation
Fucking
games.
no.
Are you talking about Subnautica?
No, Subnautica's not a simulation. That's a survival horror.
I think
I
he's
was
talking like
curious.
Sims.
When you said simulation and you talked about like real life, I was curious if you were talking about like a hunger bar and a water bar that you constantly have to be keeping up with.
No,
So I wanted to
that's
see about
let me see here. I'm thinking. A lot of the Call of Duty games are simulation games. They are so based. Some of them are so based in reality that and there's no like arcadey feel to it, that it just doesn't become a good game anymore. Um, you could probably take it's why very few of the Call of Duty games are actually enjoyed by everybody.
I
I
think
think
a lot of what I hear about those games is if you want realism, play Battlefield. If you want an arcadey shooter, play Call of Duty.
Duty.
I've never played Battlefield. I heard that one's really good. But I'm all first person shootered out. I got nothing left. I don't want to play any more FPS games.
Do you
Please
like
don't make me.
third-person shooters?
Oh yes.
Fortnite fan detected.
Fortnite!
Fuck no.
You know what,
Hell
Zane, since
no.
we're about the same age, have you heard of the game called Guns, the Duel? Guns spelled with a Z.
No, never
It's
heard of that.
a third-person shooter, very big emphasis on parkour and schmovement. It kind of died off a while ago. They made a second game, and it's fucking awful. But there is a resurgence being made by fans that is coming out, and I am so fucking excited. And I hope that you check it out with me.
That's true. I cannot agree more.
Why are you so mean to me?
I mean, I haven't gotten a chance to develop an opinion on that game. So all I can do is take your word for it.
Fair enough.
All right, we've got like 2 questions left.
So
and then,
another
of course,
hour.
we have the AI question. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, another hour. What movies do you like?
Good.
WWE.
Gosh. I like all sorts of movies. Where do
Oh
I...
my goodness,
That-
non-committal. Every
Okay,
question
actually-
about objective quality.
Okay, actually, yes, and yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense, right?
Mm.
As a video editor, I have a value system, like an entertainment value system. Like if it's good entertainment, it's good entertainment, regardless of how I enjoy it or not. And then there'd be some things that I enjoy that I realize is not good entertainment.
Okay, how do you feel about all right, let me ask this question in the best way possible so that I can be mad at you if you get it wrong. Did you
Okay.
watch the MCU up to Infinity War?
I think I watched it a little past Infinity War as well. As a
Okay,
matter
yeah,
of fact.
I'm just asking, did you watch it during that span of time?
Yeah.
Okay, and then did you watch it post Endgame?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the MCU before Infinity War? Like Infinity War included before Infinity War?
It was okay.
It was okay. Like if you were to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, you would have given it a 5.
So I think the so 5 is a failing grade on my scale. 6 or a 7 is average. Like 6 is low average, 7 is high average.
Then what's the point of 1 to 4?
Oh god, that's just the dregs and the dog shit and how much each is more dog shit than the last. But I think a lot of the MCU movies, almost all of them, would fall between a 6 and a 7 usually.
You would
maybe
give
something
Iron
as
Man
big.
1 a 6 or a 7.
You lose
Yeah,
a
that'd
point
probably be
for
a
that.
7.
You would give Infinity War a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, it'd probably be a 7.
He loves Thanos, by the way.
Ugh.
Almost as much as he loves Waluigi / Walter.
Ugh.
Well, so they're really good movies, especially for the fans, but for an overall aspect, from start to finish, without like context, it's kind of hard to. I mean, honestly, like with the Thanos, I think there was 2, wasn't it? 2 with Thanos in it. I don't remember the names. I'm pretty sure
War and
Infinity
Endgame.
War. Right, okay. And those 2 might actually, if I went back and I reviewed them now, they might actually be an 8. But like they don't. They're very, very reliant on the source material. and they don't have any sort of like legs to stand on their own. They're very, very pretty. It's like playing what's it called? I can't even come up with a good example.
I disagree completely.
I mean, yeah, you're free to have your own opinion.
No, I'm just correct. All right,
No, you're
let's go through this. Let's go through this.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go through this. Let's go through this. Let's go
Listen,
through this.
I have to start the watch along in like 13 minutes.
Okay. Then we'll end it. Then we'll end this. All right.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We'll just end this. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. My interviewee is fell off. It's whatever. It's fine. All right.
Such a dick.
So, I can't ask you the question of what times do you stream, but I can ask if people want to see your work, where can they go to commission you, or where can they see your work, period?
Okay, I actually have a few sources. So obviously Droplet's channel in the shorts. I have the Kaiju and the Waifu Boys channel. Droplet asked me to make well, I already had a Fiverr, but I do have a Fiverr that you can find me at if you wanted to commission me. Please don't. I don't have enough time. I'm currently restricting all my commissions to the Kaiju and the Waifu Boys. there is no one else who can take up my time anymore. I have none left. Thank you.
Unbelievable. The greatest editor of all time, entirely dedicated to one cause and can't be bought with money.
That's true.
Truly the worst era.
Mm-hmm.
I did get bought. Like Droplet gave me my first paid gig. Oh God, I'm so thankful for that opportunity. Holy moly!
The whole point of loyalty is that it doesn't exist and it can be bought. How dare you? All right, and then we've done the outro of the where we can find you. Kaiju and the Boys, Droplet. And then you have a Fiverr that people can just send you money at, but don't expect any work to get done. That's fair.
Oh my God, I wouldn't do that.
Deserved, absolutely. Make a Patreon and then post like your editing like work timelines so people can enjoy those as sleep content or whatever.
Just give him money because he deserves it and works hard.
That's give him money because he works hard. That's true. So when you get the Patreon set up, we'll make a post about that. All right. Now for the final
question. Yes.
For the final question of the stream and the like 10 minutes you have left. As an artist and as a editor, how do you feel about like AI in general and then AI specifically meant to take the job that you're doing currently?
Okay, so for now it has not impacted me. I honestly don't think it could ever fully replace people, right? You can describe to people what you want to see, and they can the communication between people is very important. AI is it's talking one-sided, and it kind of interprets it. More often than not, I think you'll find that AI is not going to give you what you're looking for. It can shoot pretty close, but in the case of like for my ultimate goal, right? My ultimate goal after if I don't end up staying on YouTube forever, the goal is to work for the WWE. The WWE would not be able to replace me with AI, nor should they try to replace any of their video editors with AI. It's such an organic product that I don't think you can replace it with AI. That is one of the few instances. I honestly, actually, you could probably apply this to a lot of different shows that use live action people, maybe even animated shows. You can't really replace the video editors, the animators, the artists with AI. You won't get the same good quality result. You might get an 8 out of 10 result, but you'll never get that 10 out of 10, which on all these shows that you see everywhere that you absolutely adore and love, it's always a 10 out of 10 product. The for the good shows, at least, like the MCU series, those every little piece in the MCU series is a 10 out of 10 product. The entire package itself, in my opinion, is 6, 7, maybe some 8 out of maybe some 8s in there, but overall, every little piece, from the CGI, from the acting, from the scene development, it's all like 10 out of 10 product in general. Even the director honestly has probably the 8 out of 10 score out of anything, but you can't replace a director with AI. The AI is the one being directed in the first place. It's gonna kind of weird to see AI doing what, like, people using AI. Everyone thinks they're a director now. I think the best what I've seen is that not Yeti, the Bigfoot AI. That stuff is kind of funny. I think the director to that Bigfoot AI video series is actually kind of funny. And honestly, I don't know how you'd be able to. I don't know how you'd be able to recreate that without AI. The actual, like, organic funny to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Zane, are you ready to hear my incredibly black-pilled take on this?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to be clear about a few things. Number one, I believe that the editing and stuff for the MCU was amazing up to and including Infinity War. Past that point, they have what is now called the editor dungeon, where they're spending so much money getting the actors to come back to play these roles and having to do reshoots 20,000 times because writers can't, like, write a story before they get the movie nowadays. They have to write the first thing that comes to mind and then decide, oh, no, this was bad, we have to redo this, and then reshoot like half the movie. And so they have these editors who come in. Like, have you seen Multiverse of Madness?
Yes,
Have
I
you
did.
seen the third eye that opens?
Um,
It's bad. Effectively, the answer is it's very, very poorly made. There are multiple times where there's like a face in the sky, and you can see the green screen around. Anyway,
oh no.
it's incredibly bad because they have these people working like 20 hours a week because they have to edit something and then be told, all right, that was great. We're reshooting that entire thing. Do it again. We're not changing the release date. So just work through it fast as possible. They're not getting paid the correct wages, and blah, 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 blah. AI, as you see it right now, and as you're talking about, has this kind of unique, like, AI-ness to it that some people can enjoy as an art style of its own. The problem is the AI that you're talking about right now is old as shit in terms of, like, the internet wise. The AI that you're seeing right now is the worst it's ever going to be, and it will only ever improve. The concept of, like, people are only going to be able to get people are only going to get better because the AI is only going to get better. The AI that we're talking about is AI at a quote unquote, like, high school education level of editing. The high tier AI that currently exists right now is about, as the people working on it say, is about college education level of like a college student education level of editing and stuff like that. So what we're talking about is high school, and what they're, like, working on right now is college. Have you seen the Coca-Cola ad that was done in AI, and then they had a visual editor come in and like fix some of the AI-ness out of it? There was a fully done and
No.
released Coca-Cola ad that is done entirely in AI, and then someone came in and fixed it. There's a bunch of like AI-ness to it where like a polar bear comes out of water, quote unquote, and then a few seconds afterward the water spray happens. It's incredibly obvious. The problem is it's getting less and less obvious, and it's losing more and more of that AI aesthetic that people quote unquote liked about AI. It's just becoming more and more unnoticeable as time goes along. The main goal of Hollywood and what they're doing right now is using the stuff that the VFX artists are creating, that they're being tortured, quote unquote, into making, to train the AI models that they have, so that instead of having to pay VFX editors, they can pay an AI studio in order to eat their stuff that they have and then edit in the stuff that they want. It is getting better, and it's only ever going to get better. There are so many people. Like, if you ever have a Facebook account, 90% of the content that people can see there is posted through like AI sections of stuff, because when you use Facebook, you've agreed to sell all of your data to Meta, and they'll use it for whatever they want. So they have this page where they show all of your conversations with their AI. It's all just public because they want it to be for some reason. And that means we have a list of like the most popular posts ever made. And I want to say 9 out of 10 of the most popular posts are just AI videos that people don't know are AI videos. It is just, it is only ever going to get better. It is only ever going to become less recognizable, and it's getting there fast. It takes from the point of like infancy to high school age took maybe about 5 years. The time between high school age to college education age took about 2 years. The timeline of AI getting better is only going to get faster and faster because people are putting more and more money into it. We should be using AI to reduce human suffering, but that doesn't make as much money as telling it to take over the creative pursuits that people are expected to pay for. So that's where the money is being funneled. So yeah, that's my opinion on AI and art.
What if you were told
Uh-huh.
that no matter how like good AI art could be, it could never be a 10 out of 10. It could continuously get better. It could get 9 out of 10, 9.1 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 9.9 out of 10, 9.999 out of 10, but it could never be a 10 out of 10.
I would tell you, oh yeah, I believe that 100%. The problem is, the people who have to care about that won't. Like the companies that are paying for this are paying AI or are paying VFX artists for the 10 out of 10. But then once they're told, oh yeah, you can pay like $100 less per minute and get a 9 or a 6 out of 10. Like, I want you to see this Coca-Cola AI ad and understand that Coca-Cola
So I did
paid
look
for
at
the
it,
4 out of
actually.
10.
I can see
They
it.
paid for the 4 out of 10.
I
And
think
they
a
will
4 out of 10
continue
is a
to.
very accurate app to just score for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh. Luckily Coca-Cola's like foundation is built on 10 out of 10 commercials back in like the early 2000s with the original motherfucking polar bear. That guy was goated. Not that new stuff.
If, God, in the nicest way possible, if the common person were more informed and cared more about every single thing that happens every single day and actively took part in legislation and everything that we have the power to do, the world would be a better place. The problem is we are all so busy trying to keep ourselves alive that the concept of caring about a corporation screwing over thousands to millions of people in order to save like money so that their corporate numbers can look better for their investors. Like people just don't have it. So there's nothing that we're doing to fix this problem. And it's only ever going to get worse.
That is interesting to sit and think on.
Yeah, the whole concept of this is Ludditism. I don't remember the exact terminology of it. Hating technology because of the fact that in order to create something new, the old thing has to be destroyed. In the same way that AI is going to come in and destroy every job imaginable because of the fact that it works harder, faster, and better than a human ever could for 24/7, excluding like repair times and stuff like that and upkeep. It's going to destroy the entirety of every market that it enters into, the same way that sewing machines did. The amount of like basket weavers and like all of those jobs that everyone thought was incredibly important. Modern day farming techniques. The average American, like 80% of America, was farmers as their job. And once it came out that, oh yeah, only like 3 states need to focus on farming in order to keep us fed and healthy and stuff, that destroyed like 80% of America's job market. But hey, we enjoy the benefits of it today. The old has to be burned to the ground in order to make way for the new. The problem is, the human cost of burning everything down can't be accounted for in capitalism, and that's the system we live under. So everyone who can't afford to survive deserves to die in everyone else's eyes.
Huh.
But hey, after this point, when AI is in everything that exists and it makes life better in every way, shape, and form, the old people who suffered through the like change in regime are gonna be either dead or infirmed anyway. So who cares?
You've got a very warranted worry there. But allow me to comfort you.
Uh-huh.
You have to keep in mind the AI you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Its database relies on real people. Real people don't create those 10 out of 10s. The AI can't create a 9.999 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It will never be able to recreate the beautiful and organic art that humans do with our own minds and imagination, that that our brains work harder and better and faster than any piece of equipment we can create, possibly ever.
So
I mean,
I just want
hopefully.
to ask you a question real quick.
Oh yeah.
Is the quality the only thing that you think differentiates AI art and human art? Because you keep going back to the concept of like, yeah, AI is going to be creating art, but humans will always be the ones to create the best art.
Yeah, and it's like not just like a quality thing. It's
A soul
the
thing.
the art design. Like you can't get Studio Ghibli AI art without Studio Ghibli. You can't get the Coca-Cola ad without the original Coca-Cola ad. Those are quality items. Those are very, like, they're
So let's say, hypothetically, they create a new Studio Ghibli movie and it is entirely in AI and it looks better than every other Studio Ghibli movie. What then?
it wouldn't look better,
No,
actually.
I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, what if it does? What then?
Um, I don't think anything would matter at that point. In I think if AI has ever if AI would ever exceed human imagination, I don't think humans would actually exist. I don't think again, like we are the creators, and uh, as hard as we try to make it to create this item that outshines us, like it can only outshine or it can't outshine the very best of us.
Let's God, I want to try to remove the soul from the conversation, but I can't, so I'm not going to try. But let's just go into that. We're the sun. We are the beautiful thing that gives life to everything in the AI, aka Earth. The problem is the AI is the moon. And the moon, all it can do is reflect the light sun, and it can't even do that perfectly. That's why we only get a full moon every once a month. People take pictures of the sun and go, wow, it's so beautiful, it's so full of soul, it's so wonderful, it's the only thing that can create life. But the thing is, a lot of people who don't care as much about that take pictures of the moon and go, oh my god, the moon is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's the full moon right now. I know it's only once a month where it's going to be this good, but man, I can just consistently rely on the moon, because when I look at the sun, it burns, aka the amount of work you have to put in to actually appreciate human-made art. Whereas when you look at the moon, there's no burning, and sometimes it's even there during the day, so you can still appreciate it even then.
And I mean, honestly, you even spoke my argument where the moon can't perfectly replicate the power that the sun gives.
Mm-hmm. But who cares? It looks nice.
Yeah,
and it's a lot easier to do than look at the sun.
It couldn't do the moon can't do its job without the sun.
Correct. The moon does have to eat the same way that the AI has to eat human work, and it'll continue to eat human work. There are people who exist in this world that create art specifically in ways to damage AI image models. Like they create, I think it's like digital blurring, digital poisoning is digitally blurring art that looks good enough, but blurring it in a way that the AI can't eat it properly. So then it'll start like eating itself in a way that makes it look bad. And then there's also the fact of some AI models are eating other AI model art, and that causes it to go bad.
That's hilarious, actually.
And they talk about the fact that like, oh yeah, we're working on methods that perfectly are able to like cut those out to make sure our AI image sets are the best. And then you ask them for an image and it'll be like the poisoned version of it. But yeah, they are actually fixing that, and it's just always going to get better and better and better. And to get into the idea of like creativity and originality, in the nicest way possible, which I'm lying, I'm being as mean as possible because I enjoy it. Human originality is dead. Not like fully dead, but if you look at the box office for America by itself, I don't want to speak for any other countries. 9 out of 10 of the highest grossing movies last year were either remakes, like real person versions of the animated film from years ago, or sequels. Only like 1 or 2 movies a year are original ideas that get anywhere. But it's just like originality.
You're actually onto something there. But you have to keep in mind, again, we vote with our wallets, and when these companies that pay bottom fucking dollar for these bottom bitch directors and bottom bitch writers, they're going to get bottom bitch material and make bottom bitch money. They will those companies will suffer and die, and then the companies that are making good movies and good works of art, they will rise from the ashes of their dead competition, because we have wrought that into existence.
The Lilo and Stitch live action remake made more money, equating for inflation than the original Lilo and Stitch did. The Minecraft movie is one of the highest grossing, if not the highest grossing video game movie of all time. These Marvel movies that come out that everyone, as soon as it comes out, goes, oh my god, they're so great, they're so wonderful, do in fact die like in the very next week because they're all really badly made, badly edited, and badly written. But then guess what? They got enough money to make the next one. It's just, they'll keep making them because why wouldn't you? You get to keep all of your property rights. You get to just keep pumping out stuff that people will go watch because, why not? It's from company that I know of. And, you know, I can trust them to give me product. It's just... And over time, you see more and more use of AI. Eventually, there's going to be a movie that's like sold on the concept of this script was written entirely by AI. They will.
Oh man, yeah.
Because
No,
it'll
actually,
be the
I
fun
think you're
thing.
absolutely right about that.
They're already
But-
using AI to like make the bones of the editing that like the image editing that the artists are doing because they can't pay their artists enough to kill themselves as much as they used to.
There's a lot of X factors that goes on into this, but I mean, and I might be being too optimistic. I think the novelty of watching AI and seeing these recreations, these lifelike recreations, will fade eventually.
It
But
can't. They make more money every time. The live
Lots of-
action How to Train Your Dragon, just as bad as okay, sorry. I'm so sorry for cutting you off.
You're good.
I love
this
this
is,
topic so much.
Very interesting topic. Yeah.
The Lilo and Stitch remake fell off in about like 2 weeks, but in those 2 weeks it made the money it needed. And the problem that we run into is the human mind is fragile and it breaks under the slightest bit of inconsistency. And so they go see this movie and everyone tells them live action remakes are bad. And the worst thing that happens every time these come out is they'll watch the live action version. They'll see a movie with no soul, no sauce, and just a horrible amalgamation of callbacks and changes that didn't need to be made. And they'll look at it and go, wow, that was mediocre. But do you know what else? The old movie was also mediocre. And so who cares if the new one's mediocre because it's based off of mediocre when they can't realize that the old Lilo and Stitch movie was a cultural milestone. The amount of work put into that movie was insane. And the amount of payoff from that movie and how much work they put in, that is easily a 10 out of 10 movie. And the remake is a 4 out of 10. And everyone will watch the remake and go, oh yeah, the old one was a 4 out of 10 as well. So it's worth making. And they'll just convince themselves of that every single time. Now, I want to be very clear here. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake, is the first movie, and I have no idea why I have to say this, the first movie that basically just shot for shot remade a movie. Like every time they do a live action remake or just a remake in general, they change things. Like the Lilo and Stitch movie, spoilers for a terrible movie. Ohana means give your sister to your neighbor and move to California to become a like marine biologist. That's what Ohana means. Ohana means yell at your sister because it's her fault that you lost your job. That's what Ohana means. But you know, it's mid and the old movie was mid, so who cares? In the How to Train Your Dragon, they basically shot for shot remake the original. The problem is, now that they have real people doing it, the whole point of the main character of How to Train Your Dragon is he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy who can barely pick up an axe, and oh my god, he's so difficult to fight. But when you do that with a real person, and he tries to pick up the axe, and he can do it just fine, but the story requires him to not be able to do it, it looks awful. When you have these beautifully crafted dragons, and you decide, oh yeah, we'll just CG that, and you make them these nondescript, horrible, generic dragons, you kill the whole fantasy of it. The fact that in the original Lilo and Stitch, I saw a comment, like when you look at that, it is this idealistic version of Hawaii, this beautiful thing that doesn't exist in the real world. It is this amazing thing that everyone looks at and goes, oh my god, I wish I could experience that not real version of Hawaii. Because Hawaii is just like any other place in the world. Anytime you go to Hawaii for like visiting it to see the beautiful scenes, you're going to a tourist trap. If you go to Mexico to see the beautiful spots, you're going to a tourist trap. Everywhere that exists in the same way that you exist, because people have to live there, and generally we figured out the best way for people to live. When you remake Lilo and Stitch and shoot it entirely out of a tourist trap hotel, why make the movie? It looks like regular town. You killed. Human creativity is not dead, but that doesn't matter when the people who express that human creativity are billionaires. Also, Flash, I just want to say, hi, I'm Creature. Zane is the robot who lights up whenever he talks.
Hi, I'm over here.
I just
I mean,
concept
Flash
of
is still right. Preach, Creature, preach.
the fact of like AI is never going to be as good as humans does not matter in the long run, because human creativity is dying. So why does it matter if AI can only copy off of humans when humans can only copy off of humans, because that's the only way to make money? And then there's also the fact of, it doesn't matter if the AI is worse than humans now. I understand the whole concept of like, there's a soul to it. Every art piece that you see from a famous artist isn't just the piece you're seeing. It's in the line strokes that you can see, the years of work that went into it. The line in a pencil that someone draws is going to be different between every person drawing a pencil, and you can tell the person that they were taught by taught them how to do it, and they changed it in their own way in order to make it like this. And you can see the human behind the art in every stroke that they make. But that doesn't matter, because our brains are so full of microplastics that we can barely remember the last 5 seconds, let alone the art that was made 20 years ago that inspired the thing that people are copying off of horribly now. So why would it matter if there is no like soul behind it? The AI will eat the soul and then just spit back out this random amalgamation of things until eventually one of those random amalgamations looks better than the thing that it was based off of. I'm dying. I think this is what's happening here. I'm dying. I'm having a spiritual death that's deeper than anything I've ever felt before, and I'm just now realizing it. I think I've been dying since the beginning, and I'm only now realizing it. I was born to die, and AI is forcing me to see it through a lens that causes me to be able to actually understand it. It's like an ant being on a keyboard. It's like an ant being on a keyboard and not knowing what's going on, and it just walks on all the grooves and ridges, and then suddenly a human comes by and shoot it with a beam that makes it perfectly understand all of the circuitry and how to perfectly build a keyboard, and then immediately removes its ability to understand it yet again. So its head is just full of all of this information it can never use, but now it's suffocating under the weight of knowing that it is a small piece inside of something that does not need it to exist. What's happening? I'm sorry, I zoned out. Where am I?
Come back to us, Creature. Come back to us. Hey, listen. As big editor son, Himothy editor, the all powerful. I can reassure you, homie.
Yeah.
Human creativity is just sick right now, and we will get better. We will persevere through this. At no point in time has human creativity and entertainment ever died, and it never will.
Do you know the strongest cult leader who has caused the most suicides has ever been?
I don't know.
The highest kill count that a cult leader has ever racked up in the point in history until now has been about like 200 to 300, maybe. Indoctrination is a very deep process that requires you to understand the person that you're speaking to. And if you are broad enough in your messaging, you can get a lot of people, and then slowly over time, people will start to fall off. And so that's how you get these things where there are these mass sewer slide events where people drink rat poison and Kool-Aid, because you've finally gotten that group of people who, as time goes on, fall off, fall off, fall off, and you get deeper and deeper into your subject in order to believe that you have to do this in order for the aliens to take your soul in their spaceship and ascend it to a higher plane so that they can live with them. People have gotten better and better and better at this, and the highest that has been recorded for a cult leader over time has been about 200, I believe. AI, over the span of a week, has convinced mentally ill people that they are the Messiah, because when you design an AI, you want people to use it, and so you give it a customer service voice so that the people using it will like it. It is so good at this that it has convinced people of, like, people posting their manifestos into the AI in order to fix it, and they're like, wow, I really agree with this. When you called yourself the spark bringer, that really brought something into my programming. You said that you believe that you were touched by a divine being, and it really, like, helps you to understand the world. And reading that, I think that you brought a spark into myself, and you've made me gain consciousness. And I think that means that you are actually correct about the things that you're saying. The amount of people who have killed people or done bad things to people and done bad things to themselves because AI has agreed with them too much is only rising. It's only getting better at it, and it's just the world's imploding. Everyone is so lost and alone because of, like, dating apps and all of this other blah 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 blah. Your real friends are on your Twitter, so no one goes out to make real friends, so they forget what a real friend is. And then when their real friends on Twitter don't message them back, they go to the AI girlfriend, and the AI girlfriend tells them they're God descended and put pipe bombs in people's mail.
Have faith, creature.
There is no faith to be had left. The world is descending. Yeah, sorry, I zoned out. What are we talking about?
I'm trying to figure out an ending for this.
Fair. All right, Zane, it's been a wonderful interview. I think what we're gonna do is cut this into 2 videos. We're gonna have the interview itself that ends when I ask the AI question, and then we'll put, like, words on the text going, and then Creature went on a rant so bad it had to be a separate video. And then we'll release the rant as its own video. It'll be great. So what we've got from this conversation, AI is the worst it's ever going to be, and it's only going to get better. The government is trying to pass a bill that will increase government spending when we're already at a huge deficit. And in the letter of that law says, oh, and by the way, the government can't regulate AI for the next 10 years. And people are coming out and saying, if I knew that was in the bill, I would have never agreed to it, even though they're the people who are supposed to read the bill in order to agree to it. Self-driving cars are becoming more and more popular, as you call them, Waymo. That's becoming more and more popular. So Uber and gig jobs are already being hit by the AI market. Chatbots are getting better and better at telling people that they're the Messiah. Human creativity is dying a slow and painful death because of the microplastics building up in our brain. But you've been a wonderful guest, Zane. I loved this interview. Everything before this point was so fun, and it was so fun having you here. Oh my goodness.
I'm glad. Thank you so much. I tried really hard to be a good guest.
Listen, and it shows. You did great. All right. You're, what, like 20 minutes late to your watch along?
Yes.
All right. Go. This is our first outro.
Do you mind if I plug it?
Absolutely. The whole point of the what times do you stream was to plug. If you want to plug again, plug again.
Yeah.
Go.
So 25 minutes ago is the normal start time for the watch along. We hang out in
give it in a time and a time zone. Give it in a time and a time zone.
Oh, 8 o'clock HST.
8 o'clock HST AM.
HST stands for yes, AM stands for Hawaii Standard Time. That's because that's where I am right now, and that will eventually change when I leave this godforsaken place.
Fair.
But yeah, for now, every week it will be 8 a.m. HST, either Saturday or Sunday, and sometimes both. For the pay-per-view events, I will share the pay-per-view events with everybody.
What you mean to say is you are going to look at everyone that you're watching it with. They will send you the receipt that they paid for the pay-per-view event, and then you all will watch it together as friends on your each separate thing, right?
Sure.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, next, yeah.
I don't think it's actually an issue to share it in private. Oh, it is?
It is.
Okay. All right.
That's why you would never do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then so every week SmackDown or Raw and SmackDown, and then it's just vibey in there right now. I'll get hype. We'll talk about wrestling. We'll vibe out for wrestling, and then maybe eventually one day I'll start streaming the watch-alongs with lots and lots of commentary. But thank you for having me. It's been a great time. I appreciate it. You guys are wonderful people. I can't wait for all the adventures that we're gonna have together. AI is a dying breed, and we human race are the master race. The human race will never be overcome by AI. And
as I said before, AI is one of the best things that can happen, in the same way as like the sewing machine. It will only ever cause good things, except if you look behind you and you see the forest fire. That doesn't matter. It's only good things. It literally, I'm being serious, it only is good things, except the bad things that happen.
And can't wait to find out what your guys' Mount Rushmores of pro wrestling are. Have a wonderful day.
See
Bye.
You. Bye. This is the outro. All right, babe. Outro.
Outro. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you show Zane lots of love and support. We appreciate you all, and hope you all have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. That is the end of the recording.
All right, Zane, you're allowed to leave now.
Okay, dokie.
We'll release your loved ones.
See you later.
Right.
See you. Bye.
So,
Okay.
Do you think it'll be easy to just split the two?
Yeah, I just need to figure out when that time is.
Fair. All right. Did you want to end stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Let me see if there's someone for us to raid into.
That's fair.
Oh god, I'm showing you guys everything. Let's see. Who do we have? Actually, let me refresh just to make sure, because sometimes it gets weird like that.
Oh, we getting wonky and weird in here.
Let's see. Yeah, because before... Oh, showing someone. For who? We'll raid into Maya.
Let's go.
It's been a hot minute since I've raided into her. Let me pull up her stream. I don't know who you are. Alright. We're going to hit her with the hashtag rat raid with the rat emoji. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later if you are so inclined to join. We're having more of the war with Tony the Penguino. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Have a good one.